Hello, hello again. It has once again been quite a while, because turns out when your voice is halfway through recovery and the first thing you do is stream Starwell for 9 hours, that doesn't tend to be the best bloody idea, apparently. Oh, man. My voice is honest to God still recovering. I'm just hoping I'm gonna make it through however long I'm planning to stream today. But I have about 2 liters of iced tea next to me. I got plenty of cough drops on my left. So we should be good for at least a little while. I know. If I start sounding weird, let me know that I should probably call it a day for now. Hello, Meep, by the way. Lovely to see you. Oh, which does also remind me, speaking of sounding weird, as you may know, I got quite a significant PC upgrade. But along with that also came, of course, reinstalling a bunch of shit. Audio drivers are all over the place. I had to install OBS a bunch of times, had to upgrade my operating system even. So if my audio is a little bit whack, please let me know, so we can try and fix it. It's always little bit difficult because just because stuff sounds fine on my end in OBS, does not necessarily translate to Twitch also agreeing with OBS opinion. So I'm just hoping it all works out for now. Anyway, before I start yapping a bunch again, we have a quest to do. I'm unsure where we left off last time, actually, but right, I remember. Fanon just started his trial to ascend to godhood, and I assume that is going to go weird. Going to go well. Jokes on you, I can't tell if you sound weird or if it's my new headphones. Well, that is just awfully inconvenient for me then, isn't it? I'll just hope for the best for now. And yeah, as you can see, I have managed to finally build Remembrance, Trailblazer, and Aglaya. Aglaya isn't fully built yet, but I'm hoping she'll suffice. Because last time when I tried to use, you know, fun characters against Nikador, if you recall correctly, I got my ass beat. So hoping to avoid that one today. Right, she's just ominously looking at her puppet. You go, girl. Alright, now the question, of course, is, do we go gambling first, or do we actually do something productive with our lives? That is the eternal question that a gacha player has to ponder. Whether to actually do something productive or pull for 3 babies at once. Suddenly bodiless stress. Oh, right, I don't think you... I think you're completely out of the loop, aren't you? We're in ancient Greece now, by the way. If you haven't heard. And I have a creature that is with me. Yeah, you got that part. Well, that's something for starters. Last time we killed God. Like it boils down to last time we killed God, and now a friend of ours is trying to absorb said God to become new God. And now we can pull for gods, because these babies are in fact also God. A lot of gods around this place, honestly. After you're playing a Final Fantasy game. I mean, I guess. But yeah, TLDR, gods, titans, and all that jazz. But before we pull for her, actually, I want to first see her in action. So for those of you unfamiliar, this is Tribbie. There are 3 of her. She is many, she is Legion, and she will destroy your ass with nukes. Why does the baby child look like Himiko? Because Honkai Starwell characters are mostly identified by hair color, as are most gacha characters, if we will. If we're being completely honest here. And yes, there are also 2 hurters in my team. Which basically means that this team consists of... Even though there are only 3 characters in this team, there are a total of 6 units, which is interesting. So there's Herter and D Herter. Ah yes, of course, my apologies. Wait, hold on. Let me slow down a bit so I can actually appreciate the animations. Even though the animations for now are probably just going to be us watching my team get their asses beat, apparently. Ouch, that hurt.
All at once?
Right, I think Tribbie is a character where you constantly want to ult up, essentially. Yeah, and this is Tribbie. This is Trian, I believe, and this is Trinan. Basically, her lore is she was basically one big woman that then split into a lot of little babies. Don't ask why there are only 3 left. You don't necessarily want the answer to that question. They remind me of the Helltaker Cerberus. Fair, but again, there used to be about 1,000 Tribbies. Is she okay? What is she yelling about? But yeah, there used to be about 1,000 Tribbies. There are 3 of them left now. Are they all white? Do we need the Bondulance? I'm afraid it's too late for the Bondulance. But yeah, they are a support. Essentially what they do is buff the hell out of everything that's erudition. So... pretty convenient considering Hurt is currently one of the strongest units in the game. It's almost as if that's intentional. But she also functions as a sort of pseudo sub-DPS, which is kind of fun. Because that seems to be the direction that they're pulling at the moment. That basically most characters, if not all, can basically somewhat fit 2 roles. Like Tribbie is both a buffer and a sub-DPS. And if I understood the kids right, Anaxa is basically one of the upcoming characters, is basically going to be half erudition, half nihility. And Kesturis, another fun character that I'm looking forward to a lot, is basically half DPS, half preservation. Which is also a fun combination. Also, we are dying. So many numbers. Welcome to Herta. However, welcome to Starwell 3.0. Why is the guy a Wolverine ordered of Wish? Hey now, have some respect. Have some respect. Gallagher is... I mean... Huh, that already is the question, really. Is Gallagher... Because, like... In terms of lore, he basically is... a creation of someone else through memory shenanigans. Penacony got weird, man. Penacony got weird. Also, a doll died. That's not good. It's already definitely a good sign of him already dying in, like, the demo that is supposed to make me want to pull for the character because of how strong they are. That is a good sign. That is an excellent sign. Oh, right, I forgot. Yay, free shit. Now you pull because Bebe. Exactly, and in this case, I actually pull because there are 3 Bebes for the price of 1 Bebe. That is a good deal. Alrighty then. Any bets? Last time we pulled, we got a Glaire in 7 pulls, so I'm expecting Karma to come haunt and violate my anus. So honestly, I'm probably saying 120? Something along that line? 24, you're a bold one considering we are starting at 8 pity. You are a bold one. You have 2 pulls. Are you sure you want to lock that one in? I hope that I get affiliate soon, because I'll be able to do gambling within gambling and let people bet the channel points on this shit. That'll be fun. Are you sure you want to lock that one in, Meep? Yay, more gamba. Alright. It appears that Meep believes in the heart of the Bebe. We shall see. Fuck it, we ball. She has rockets, actually. I don't think anyone fights with their balls yet. Alright. Unfortunately, the 4 stars on the banner are kind of dull. Even though apparently I don't have hook on e6 yet. I'm actually surprised they didn't put, like, Hurt or another erudition unit on the banner. The issue is I have Lynx e6, I think. I have Gurnathan e6. The only one I don't have e6 is Hook, and Hook is 4-star DPS character. We all know how those tend to go in terms of relevancy. And the answer is they don't go. They go nowhere, apparently. Hook is also there. Yeah, Hook gets a participation trophy. But Hook gets a pass, because Hook is also Bebe. Maybe that's why Hook is on the banner. And apparently I lied, I didn't have Lynx Adel on e6. Huh. Weird. Well, you already lost your bet. We are at 28. I keep just glaring at the floating ticket like, this time for sure, this time for sure, and then it isn't. Come on now, Paimon. Be good. Give me something nice. I've been a good boy. I've been letting my voice rest and took a break of streaming. Oh! It's the gay light cone. I was not aware that that was already in the standard rotation, actually. Huh. What do you do? Increases wearer's basic attack after user's ultimate, increases basic attack damage dealt by the wearer and their memo sprite. Oh, you're actually going to be handy for Aglaia, aren't you? Huh. Well, that's awfully convenient. But yes, it is the gay light cone. The way that Twitter had an absolute meltdown over the Yui implications. Have you been a good boy? Did you drink at least 2 liters of liquid or some form of fluid today? I don't know. Do you offer your gamer girl bath water? Maybe that would help. Okay, now we have Hook E6. But no, I did hydrate. Not enough, but a little. I mean, I could if you want to. You just made yourself a deal. No, please no. Please no. God, no. I don't think that drinking soap or someone... Like, neither the soap nor the dirt of someone's body in the bathwater is probably going to be very healthy for you. Let's be real here. Meep milk. I am not sure if you can be milked currently. Actually, no, let's not think about that question. Let's keep it nice and kid-friendly. We're trying to pull a bunch of kids here. Also, I think we're at 68 already. Ooh. I apparently jinxed. I apparently called it when I said my luck was going to take a turn for the worse here. 68, not nice, yeah. Which does of course mean that the next pull has to be a single pull. Even though I'm unsure what the game would want to tell me. If I pull 3 little kids at 69 pulls. Oh, thank God. Honest to God, I'm relieved about that one. That would have had some, concerning implications. Alrighty then, we're entering soft pity territory. And still nothing! Jesus! Well, there go my plans to maybe give Mighty a couple of 10 pulls, apparently. Jesus. Planetary Rendezvous. Another Lynx. Still not E6. Both the Lynx and the Hook. I am very happy that we got the Light Cone though. That is actually going to be very, very handy for Aglaya. Because honest to God, the main issue that Remembrance has at the moment is just the utter lack of weapons. Which is also why I am convinced that that is probably one of the main reasons why they aren't adding a new weapon to Genshin or something like that anytime soon, because the backlog of like weapons they'd have to include just to make it work and give it the same amount of options as the other weapons would be a nightmare. Also, the headphones Martin recommended are really fucking comfy. Ooh! Which ones you got then, if you don't mind me asking? I think I'm doing single pulls now. Don't really want to risk losing too many pulls here, and I don't really need the E1 of Tribbie. So I wouldn't even necessarily be happy about like getting a double 5-star or 10 pull. But yeah, speaking of headphones, I was thinking about getting a new mic sometime soon. Both to increase the audio quality of my streams, and maybe to even start dabbling in like karaoke stuff and maybe even a potential cover or something like that down the line. If my voice plays along, of course. But unfortunately, may I interest you in the Elgato Wave 3? You may, but unfortunately, as I was about to say, on the other hand, though, I'll probably be able to make it to Gamescom again after all this year, after some debating. So basically, what I'm saying is I'm not going to have any money this year, which is also why stuff like finally getting a live 2D model and all that jazz is probably. Oh god, finally! That took a while. Did anybody keep counting? Please let me win 50. Please. Please! That. While this is a baby, this unfortunately is not necessarily the baby we wanted. That is not muchas good. Muchas bad actually. It's not even a... it's a decent Eidolon, I guess.
Will get better, won't they?
Why did I get a... Why would I get a clever Eidolon though, like... When Yun Li, who is literally just a clever upgrade, is literally currently featured. And I even have her already. Oh, that is unfortunate. Let me just activate the Eidolons real quickly before we continue onward.
Everyone needs some time alone.
Man, that's a bit sad. But yeah, basically, opportunities for me to spend my money this year are plentiful, while opportunities to obtain said money are few and far between. So I'm afraid that stuff like a new mic, a new model, and shit like that is going to be pushed back for a while. Quite a while, probably. Well, that, and I still wanted to reach affiliate before that anyway. Hello, good Evan. Two of her. Although, if push comes to shove, I do still have 50 pulls saved up here. So that's going to be handy. Speaking of new model, did you figure out how to make your crack golden? That sounds Horrendous! No, I did not in fact gild my anus. No, I get what you mean. I mean, you can see it for yourself if I wiggle around a bit. As you can see, no, I didn't manage to make my quacks gold. I still think it would look cool. The issue is that with the texture that I'm currently using, because it is a honest to God, what I have plastered on my face right now to simulate the quacks is quite literally just a cracked marble texture that you would usually use for something like a game, like a floor in a video game or something like that. And recoloring that to make it look somewhat metallic, I don't have the necessary knowledge for that. So that is something that will probably have to wait until my, you know, redesign / live 2D that will hopefully happen sometime down the line. Still probably going to be a while though. Because honest to God, the main reason why I'm very shy to like commission someone at the moment still. I know they say size doesn't matter, but I believe that in some aspects it does. And I wouldn't want an artist who puts a lot of effort into these things to feel like I wasted their time. Honest to God. Also, this is starting to hurt significantly. Still need to remake my emote. Fair. I mean, you could argue that since the trash bag is your mascot now instead of your actual model, it would still work as an emote, all things considered. Speaking of, if I were you, I would use the trash bag for like text-to-speech shenanigans with chat if you want to set something like that up. I believe that like having a mascot read chat messages can be very fun, like for a fun viewing experience. But you don't waste the time. First of all, you pay them for it. Second, they gain skills by making new stuff and things. I know. Counter argument, if I put a lot of effort into something, even if I'm paid, I do like seeing said thing also be used, you know, and be successful. That's why my rule was that I want to reach affiliate first before anything. Before like commissioning anything that isn't like in my immediate circle of friends. It isn't just an, hey, you wanna help me out a little bit. My God, we're 120 pulls in and still nothing. Ah, Tribbie. Greenan, Tyann, why are you making this so hard on me? Yeah, okay, yeah. Also, of course, depending on the artist is of course also free to like reject stuff like that, and as an artist, especially if you're starting out making a model, people do joke around a lot and paid in exposure, don't pay people in exposure, that is bullshit, but exposure helps. That is why, like so many artists made their break by having a VTuber whose model they created go viral. So if I am commission them and I have my, you know, my usual 1, maybe 2, sometimes 3, currently 4. No clue when that happened. But you know, bouncing around single digits of viewers. That isn't a whole lot of exposure for the artist that created my model. So like in terms of prioritization, like if they have a lot of applicants, they simply wouldn't choose me also in that case. No matter how interesting my model idea may be, and that is perfectly reasonable. Artists should choose the client that is best for them as well, just as the client should choose the artist that is best suited for their needs. But yeah. Also, yes, I plan to use the trash bag for TTS, but I don't currently have a good use case for that since I got no one in my chat anyway. Fair, but consider this: if people have an incentive to chat, they may do it more. That's like my train of thought. Like you're a lot more likely to write a silly message in chat if A, the streamer reacts to it, which already some people don't do, which is always a little sad. But also if you have a funny trash bag, then read your message out loud and have like that direct level of interaction with the streamer. In my humble opinion, like especially for smaller streamers who like don't get their text to speak absolutely flooded that way, that is a great way to like create viewer and streamer interaction. You know, like we're doing right now. I'm basically just having a conversation with you at this point. Which of course also makes you chat more. What? Can't tell me I'm wrong about that one. Am I mostly stealing these lessons from pirate software? Absolutely. But just because the lessons are stolen and the knowledge didn't necessarily originate from me doesn't make it any less, you know, useful or correct for that matter. Also, my goodness gracious, Tribbie, what are you doing here? I need to wipe a Meep AI for myself so I have someone to talk to. You can just become a new Noah Summer at that point. Which would also be very funny. Write your own AI, become new Noah Summer. That is such a fun rabbit hole I fell down a while ago. Holy shit, that was actually a 3-4 stars in one pull. That was a good pull, unfortunately not good enough. Right then, oh right, the Martial skin, I completely forgot about that one. I mean, they are called Tribbie, maybe you need 3 times as many pulls as usual. Honestly, considering my rates, I think we're already at like 4 times the usual my usual pull rate. This is actually making me bleed quite significantly. We are quite literally at 130. We're about to enter our second soft pity. Oh, speaking of, hold on, let me check something real quick. Tribbie. Let me just check. Yeah, not that strong. I'm going to be swapping to single pulls and yapping. Reminds me of my Jingwen pulls, 170 plus a weld. Oh god. Yeah. Sometimes it be like that, but that's why I have... That's why I have the pull backlog. That's why even if I get a... And even if I get an Aglayer in 7, I continue to grind. Because I know that good times never last. But yeah, TLDR, if you want people to chat in your chat, you should give them a reason to do so. Which is why one of the first things I looked into when I started streaming was how to get a good like chat overlay going, so the messages can at least pop up on stream. Even if I should probably like make that a little bit more restrictive, because I had some cases where I got the VOD flooded with bot messages for that reason. Also, I'm happy I only have to work tomorrow and then it's 3 days of Wilds grinding. I mean, doesn't Wilds only come out on Friday? I thought it came out on Friday, No, right, of course, you work tomorrow and after that. I'm sorry, my brain is a bit scrambled. For me, it's also very good, because I basically get off work at 12 AM already. So after that, I'll be good to go, especially with the whole week of vacation I have. I'm not sure if I'll be playing Monster Hunter all the time, because I do still have 9 Souls and Ender Magnolia to catch up on. And we might not even be done with the Starwell patch. You got next week free? Yep, I took the week off. I took the entire week off to be able to focus on Monster Hunter. And now apparently with the backlog I acquired, you know, the game backlog that I Oh no, the tragedy. I have so many good games to play that I want to stream. Oh, boo-hoo. Poor Mr. Streamer, man. Look at him. But you get the idea, you get the idea. Jesus Christ, Tribbie, we are almost at 150, for the love of God. For the love of several gods, actually. Looks at my Steam library, yeah. I got a bunch of Metroidvanias in the autumn sale, but then didn't have time to stream during the Christmas holidays. And then, you know, the cough TM happened, and I first was sick for 3 weeks, and now for another almost 3 weeks, if my voice has been on and off. So, you know, that's been fun. At least I'm starting to slowly but surely recover. Oh, fucking finally. Oh. Well, your 24 was a little bit off me. In fact, you might have to multiply it by around 8. Hello, Tribbie, sweetie. Jesus. That was a rough one. Put myself FF16 and Visions of Mana, which I wanted to play on stream, but I'm always so dead from work the last few weeks, so I don't get myself to start stream. Yeah, I feel that, I feel that. I've been having to do a lot of overtime lately, to be honest, to get my, because I'm a few hours behind. Also, let me hydrate. I'm a few hours behind, so I've been trying to catch up. So I've been trying to get overtime in here and there whenever I manage. And that's been, you know, bad for my for the amount of time I could be spending streaming. Then again, my voice was still dead, so not like it mattered much in the end anyway. Anyway, here she is. Staring into my fucking soul. Tribbie, please. Why do your eyes look so dead inside? She knows what she has done. She knows what she has done to my poor funds. Hydrate, good call. Be right back, getting myself a bottle. Yes. Hydrate. All hydrate. Well, I suppose there's nothing left now to do. Except say hello to Fanon and his definitely not going south ascension ritual. Hello, party people. How's the ascension going? Are we all going to die yet because Fanon turns into a cruel and angry god or some shit? Let's see. Also, let me just check real quickly to the... Yeah, it looks like the game audio should be fine. Do tell me if you can hear the voices of the characters properly. The ones that are voiced anyway. I think Danhang and Mikola are still going to be unvoiced, but... Please let me know if the audio works. Well, could someone say anything?
Glaya, with all due respect.
Well, that was quiet even for me.
This trial's taking far too long.
Mighty, why the fuck are you standing so far away? For a while, quiet. Wonderful. Feels like we've already waited for 42 days. That's how long a patch cycle is. You think you're slick, you little shits, don't you? How did you even arrive at that number? Metagaming, Danhang.
What do you think of this, Trinan?
Why are you so quiet, guys?
It's not possible to tell for sure what goes on within the vortex. All I can hear are fragments of speech and distant battle cries.
No, the voiceover is at maximum.
Is it Fainon's voice?
It's very quiet and very echoey. Do you even hear them?
I'm not sure. It's difficult
We turn up the game audio for a little bit. Boy, the answer to the universe live and everything. Also, why does Bro look like a 14-year-old? Music is louder than their voices. Yeah, but I can't exactly change that. Well, I could. No, never mind. I can change that. Why the hell is this happening? Let me just also turn up the one.
Lady Trinan.
There we go. I just hope that the audio doesn't get fixed no later and suddenly someone starts yelling our ears away. Also, why does boy look like a 14-year-old edgelord self-insert? Have some respect toward Mighty! I'll have you know, that is the king of Crumnose you're talking to. And the precious little bean. That I won't be able to pull for now, because Trinan actually fucked my funds. The king of what now? He's Kratos. That's what I'm basically saying. He's basically Star Whale Kratos. Also gonna throw in the cockbook.
Snowy's voice. I can't hear him anymore. There's a sun-like existence in the trial. It's burning him up.
It's lovely that you're concerned, but why are you so quiet? My God,
It has
damn.
come to this, after all.
What now?
Get ready, my Demos.
Ah. So Midamus has to step in to save Fainan's ass, huh? I mean, everyone and their mom saw the fact coming that Fainan was not going to properly ascend. So I'm not exactly surprised. I'm just surprised that they apparently expected this. What's going on?
Plan B. We pull him out when something goes wrong. As I promised you, Aglaya, I will intervene in the trial this time to bring your deliverer out to safety. But that's as far as I will go.
He's going to accidentally absorb the core flame, isn't he?
Of course. I know this is not the time to demand any more from you.
Discerning. Alright then. To be as prepared as I can, I hope that the two Outlander warriors can also join me.
Oh, sure. Just a casual trial from a god. What could possibly go wrong?
That might not be a good idea. The core flame trial is many times more complicated than a standard ritual. Even the slightest misjudgment, misstep, or hiccup could result in grave
They recorded in goddamn
consequences.
cathedral. Jeez, that's what I'm saying.
Our two distinguished guests are not obliged to risk their lives for the flame chase journey. Let me join you instead, Lord
No, I
Knight.
can throw down. It's fine, we've got this. No way I'm getting involved. Can't we all go together?
No. Someone should stay outside in case we need help.
Like Leia and Tribbie are still here. Things have taken a critical turn, especially so with Fainan's life on the line. Of course we Nameless will do what is necessary. How should we help?
Join me in the trial to look for Finon. And when we do, Glaya's golden thread will guide us back out.
Is the trial in Genshin also called the Flame Chase? I don't think so. I think it was called something else, although I'm not entirely sure what it was. Although there are flame chases in Honkai Impact 3rd. Which is also why it's kind of important to note that the Fainan guy they're talking about is an XP character of one of the most important characters in Honkai Impact 3rd. Like, quite literally the final boss.
Assuming we survive Nikador's wrath.
So, you know, him being playable right now and probably being corrupted by evil is definitely a good sign for things to come.
If something bad were to happen, Casterus, your priority is to ensure the safety of these two. I can find a way out on my own.
Yes, Lord Mighty.
Aww. He looks so much like a wet cat.
Thank you both for your valor. Time to get to work then. let me have the honor of taking the lead in this battle.
That was a very dramatic pause for just finishing your sentence. Alrighty then.
May that warrior be safe from harm. When you are ready, I will preside over the ritual on Trinon's behalf.
Let's go then. Maybe this time we'll actually have audio. Oh, we're actually getting to play Mighty. Huh. What kind of team do I use with him though? He's an HP scaler, isn't he? He's just HP and destruction though. What do I even use with him? The frick? Oh. You know what, let's just Danger for healing, why the hell not? Go on a Bronya so we can take a couple of turns. Yeah, fuck it, into Trailblazer. This team is probably garbage, I have no idea how Mighty works, but...
Sky. Warriors of high esteem.
I don't know. Mighty's voice doesn't fit his character in my opinion. Well, it would help if the mixing worked. And you could actually hear his voice properly and not like an ASMR mode.
Please close your eyes and hold your breath. They once kept the fate of this world, and many other challenges safe from the devastating rage of strife. They now seek to venture deep into the trial of divinity, and prove their will to destroy our enemies, as foretold by the prophecy.
I'm just waiting for us to enter combat and get absolutely our ears blasted.
When the hammer of strife strikes the anvil of the warrior, the heat and impact will leave behind scars, and between them, a demigod shall rise.
Hello.
Very well. Come forth then.
Why is it still so quiet?
Souls foreign to this realm, and warriors in the making.
Yeah, I'm still gonna turn the music down.
Follow me into the mist and flames.
I already pulled off my headphones just to be safe. Fair.
In the depths of a warrior's heart. And with thy strength, banish the darkness and usher in sunlight. Let all lost souls find courage on
God,
a
this is
long
such a cool,
journey back home.
cool view though. Dot dot dot. Wow. Huh?
What's the matter? Surprised?
The matter is that you're still so quiet, aren't you? What is happening?
Where there's strife, there's carnage. It shouldn't come as a surprise to see such a sight in Nikador's trial.
You did this? No, why is it just you? Where the fuck did Danhung go?
I don't see him around here. We should go first. Let's pray he stays safe.
I don't think praying is going to do much if we're already in a trial
Greatest fear in
with
the
God.
depths of a warrior's heart, huh? So, this is what he fears the most. Submit, die.
A disaster for Akama. So much for the king of those outlands. So much for the king outlanders.
Excuse me? Well, just being unnecessarily racist. Although my phrasing just implied that sometimes racism is necessary, so I could probably have rephrased that. Submit or die is he Atrix or not? No, he's just Spartan. He's basically just...
You won't get away, criminal and vermin!
He's basically just the ghost of
Be on
Sparta.
alert. The smell of rust is thick in the air.
I'm still confused why the audio settings are so fucked. I apologize for that.
Tell me your name, brute. Your demise shall be a tale I boast about at the feast table.
My name is Perdiccas, and I am here to avenge my people.
Kremnoans and Akamans are at war?
How is that surprising?
Perdiccas? Even the tragic cries of beasts at the slaughterhouse sound better than your name.
Say whatever you like, despicable Achaman. Better to die in battle than return even in glory. May the Kremnoan spirit always watch over me.
Foolish brute. I see you're eager to die. Very well then. I shall grant you just that.
Well, are you actually going to fight, or are you just going to stand in front of each other and throw Shakespeare lines at each other? Intervene and stop the soldier. Watch on and wait for the trial, sure.
Die, you swine!
Oh damn, they actually did it. Well, I watched a man get stabbed and I stood on the sidelines and did nothing. Would I like to engage in duel, my good friend?
Madamos. My king.
Oh.
Why? Why did you leave us to the mercy of these foreigners?
Is this?
And you are... Oh. So the Alpha Brute has found his way here.
I'm going to turn down the blah sound effects so you won't be able to hear anything.
You Kremnoans are all eager to die, huh?
Wah!
Grants you a swift death.
Sound of body contorting and snapping. Ah.
Your death, cowardly king.
Ah, yes.
This insatiable bloodlust is a product of Nikidor's wrath.
Alrighty then, let's see what you do, actually. I'm gonna summon the baby first.
You'll pay for this.
Ah, Jesus! Yeah, now things are very loud. How do I turn them down again? There. First, make it a little louder, and then we... turn the total down, I guess. There we go. This is more what I'm used to.
Lend me your strength.
Now, I believe that he just beats the piss out of people and loses his health in the process. And also I think he just basically cannot die as long as his ult is out, which is funny. Like, people are actively killing him and he just says no.
May the foul stench dissipate be of your body and mine.
Keeps attacking on his own. How does he do that?
Absurd. I know this Achaman. Strife contorted an honorable warrior into this perverse and twisted
Man
being.
just turned into a stone dude, the fuck. Have you ever played Star Whale? People constantly turn into ghosts and mechas and stone people in this game. So they can use the same enemy models over and over and over again.
That horrible noise. I can hardly...
I wish I heard some more horrible noise. For the love of God, speak up! What is wrong with the game at the moment? I wonder if that's just a me issue. If several people are having that problem with this patch right now.
Hardly suppress my bloodlust when it sounds. This battle cry must have gone to Finon. That's why he lost himself.
Reusing model disgusting Keppo.
What a useless fool.
Could you imagine using the same model for content over and over and over again? You know, potentially even put it like in the bottom right corner of the screen. The same model, constantly, staring into your soul. With its soulless, empty eyes. Why so solemn all of a sudden?
It's nothing. Let's go. That voice is Cartonis? Not you too, Cartonis.
Aww.
Mighty mouse you are. Destroyed all the wicked king. Here to take my life, finally.
Oh, so this is basically he's having a vision of, like, what if he betrayed everyone or something like that?
I won't ask how this happened, nor will I hurt you like you said. I just need you to tell me where Phainon is.
All of this, you know very well. Leave our city, cursed son of Gorgo!
I have no intention of hurting you, Cartonis.
Humiliate me you shall not! Leave! Get out of Okima! Get out! Symbol of your sovereignty, take it! Signet of Kremnos, bask in blood-soaked glory, your kind alone!
Also, yes, there are just big boys on this planet.
This is...
They're just vibing here.
Mother Signet? It's here again. I knew it.
You good, Mighty?
Ha! Finally gone mad, despicable vermin have. With your mad king, perish together in that maelstrom of battle!
Enough! Be quiet! You were not at all Cartonis. Look out!
A long narrow shadow pierces through the phantom of Cartonis.
Nice move.
Hi, Donhung. You too. Are we up against Donhung's apparition this time? Also, did Donhung just murder that poor guy in cold blood? What is wrong with you? We're trying to de-escalate the situation and not have to kill him, and you just walked up and stabbed him in the back.
Wait. He seems calm and composed. Unlike the rest.
Donhung. Sane enough to communicate, it seems. Hey, grey-haired warrior. Tell me... Oh, okay, no, it's not Donhung. What was the last thing you said to me before I parted the waters at the Scale Gorge waterscape?
Parted the waters.
Forget it. Just kill me, alright. Huh. That does sound something like something the real you would say. Wasn't easy, but I found you too. He de-escalated, it can't be escalated if he's dead. I would argue that is escalation. But I like that Donhung's response just basically was only Maisdell would be this stupid.
So, you are Donhung. What did you go through before meeting us?
Just some memories from my past. Nothing worth mentioning. Oh god, Donhung, do you need a hug? I know your past. That was nothing pleasant.
You mean you saw your past too?
Which does beg the question, why aren't I seeing anything from my past? Why was I immediately with my
The
Demos?
trial of strife is a vicious one, alright.
Or is it because I can't remember? And I can't be made to remember? And if I'm made to remember, I'm going to have a scene with Firefly again where I bawl my eyes out for the next 15 minutes. Like last time.
This might not be a single person's trial, but an arena for every challenger to engage their own delusions in a bloody battle. I saw someone from my past a while ago. Someone Phainon has never met.
Huh, that doesn't actually sound like a bad thing. At least it means we'll be able to find Phainon here.
We can only hope this battlefield is nowhere as extensive as I imagine it to be.
Also, if Phainon is currently fighting his demons, man is in trouble. his past also wasn't exactly nice. Starwell isn't exactly known to give people backstories that are covered in flower petals.
Let's first follow the sound
Quite on the
of battle
contrary,
to their
actually.
source. The battle cries seem to be getting a lot louder.
I wish the cries would be getting louder. Someone is manipulating this battlefield. Someone who might not be Feynman.
I agree.
Well, that would probably be Nikodor, right?
Cursed brutes.
Hello.
Just as I thought. This is where the battle cries were coming from. The true entrance to Nikodor's trial.
How you doing? What's wrong with you two? It's Gnias, an incarnation of Nikodor. Right, we basically met like a part of God that was basically just a super badass NPC. But the others didn't meet him because we split up.
I'm seeing him for the first time, but there's no doubt about it. What I'm sensing can only be Strife's bloodlust.
Funny way to refer to your boner, but sure, pop off, eh?
The one manipulating this battlefield is Nikodor themselves.
Mightimus.
Oh god.
You are a king warrior indeed.
Jesus, that voice. I'm also about to unleash some bloodlust.
You know me?
The blasphemous prince. Of course I know you. And I happen to know that you're here for the soul of that white-haired warrior.
Great. Let's cut to the chase then. Hand over that poor excuse for a swordmaster, so we can be done with this farce.
No.
That's very straight to the point and most unfortunate. Broken with AGB stands and listen very closely.
Strength for coming this far, but you have chosen to besmirch the dignity of one who has fallen, and I cannot turn a blind eye to that.
Ah, won't you go easy on us? We traveled together before, remember? You liked me. It was nice. One who has fallen, Feynman failed the trial?
He faced the greatest fear in the depths of his heart, and fought with exceptional valor, though he eventually succumbed to the brutal onslaughts. I have since brought him to the rear battleground, and granted him glory worthy of his courage, tenacity, and sacrifice. You wish to take him away? Sure. Pick up a spear and prove that your resolve can rival his. Of course. Cowards who hope to avoid bloodshed are better off disappearing from my sight this instant.
Oh, that's not very nice.
Your opinions are of no interest to me, Mad King. If it's a fight you're looking for, then you will get one, Titan. I will put you to rest once more with my curse of immortality.
Commendable. Your noble mother displayed the same spirit with a spear in her hand.
Oh god, he's pulling the your mom card.
Don't you dare speak of her.
Why not? She challenged the former Kremnos king to a duel, even knowing that it was a deadly trap, all to protect your dignity. Are you suggesting her efforts were for naught?
Her death was caused by you, the incarnation of strife. How dare you talk about her past?
Oh, he's pissed.
Enough of this nonsense. You should be wielding your weapon at the god of strife. Battle me and put a swift end to this!
He is not amused.
Your hatred is as clear as day, my demos. My words must have stung you deeply. But thanks to them, I have also come to realize This is why you killed your father for the throne. Only to let your signet sink to the bottom of the Sea of Souls, refusing to let the glory of Kremnos live on. This is why you slew the Strife Titan. Only to reject the core flame, letting strife continue instead.
I've also come in. Hey now! Behave, chap.
Oh, child,
Behave.
abandoned by fate. Show me what you are capable of. Show me if you have the power to put out the flames of your very own destiny.
I will rip your chest apart, Titan.
Jesus!
Same way I ripped apart that former king.
That is graphic for this game.
I see you wish to repeat this. Come at me then. Ignite the flames of your fears and step onto the battlefield. Take this fierce battle to the boundaries of strife and consume me. Or lose yourself in the fight and watch your defeated corpse burn to ash. But remember this, fighters. The son of Gorgo will be crowned in blood. The very moment I just to the moment of ascension. To you, the successor of Kremnos.
Well, bro's being forcefully ascended.
White warrior knew he was no match, yet he chose to fight till his very last breath.
Hey yo, what's happening?
What about you, Mightimos? Can your murderous intent match up to what fate has in store for you? Prove to me that you are worthy of this power.
Oh, damn. What did he just get? Blood of Strife, damage dealt increased. Long-twisted disciple. Bloodied increases crit rate. Oh, Jesus. Alright. That should be pretty easy then, all things considered.
Mournful cries. Miserable wails. Kings of Kremnos. This is the power you desired.
God, I love his old animation.
There's always a weakness. Lend me your strength.
Still upset I won't be able to pull for him now.
Burn it all. Through my blood. Burn it all.
Wait, now we only have voice and no sound effects. Me.
In the name of Paris, I pledge you the blood of strife.
I can hardly contain it.
Yeah, the audio mixing is awful. Just
Dying soul. Fate now accepts your punishment.
just blows people the fuck up. I think in his current state, whenever he acts, he just, or is attacked, he just counterattacks. So in a way, he basically also is a killer. Why are you yelling at Cat from so very far away? I'm so confused by that.
This battle is unavoidable.
I don't just summon more dudes. That's not fair. Just went through a lot of effort to have them murdered.
You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength.
There we go. Ooh, cutscene. Did he just eat that guy? Oh! Hi, Finon! That's not good! Also, what convenient arm placement.
I did my best.
Excuse me, what the hell happened? Did he just get stabbed and we left? Or did we pick Finan up and run? What's going on now? The core flame trial is indeed no place for the weak. Let's hope that Finan gets through this.
There's no need to worry. His soul is in a stable condition, with ample rest for both
The
body
voice is
and
very
mind.
quiet again.
He'll be up and about in no time.
Can you hear her fine again?
The greatest fear in the depths of his heart. Lord Finan must have been
Yeah, looks
forced to
fine.
relive his past during the trial, and revisit his homeland that had fallen to the Black Tide.
In all likelihood.
It's normal to be unable to overcome your inner demons. I think Gnaeus mentioned it before. Is the Black Tide really that scary? We haven't really seen it yet. Since coming to Emphoris, we've heard many talking about this Black Tide. Could you tell us more about it?
It is one of the culprits that drives the people of Emphoris to madness. It was during the Era Bellica that this unspeakable thing first appeared, like a plague, alongside the 3 Titans of Calamity. Nobody knows where it came from or how it came to be. What we do know, however, is that it is steadily encroaching upon what little remains of this tranquil land, much like a rising sea closing in on an island from all sides. It is for this
Hold on,
very
though.
reason that it became known as the Black Tide.
That doesn't make sense though, because what she just said is that the Black Tide appeared alongside the Titans of Strife. But we also know that Nikedor was the first to fight against the Black Tide, which means that Nikedor should have been there before the Black Tide, right?
Those
Because
who
he,
succumb to
otherwise he would
lose
have
their
just...
reason and humanity, becoming vicious, mindless monsters. Mortals are not the only ones susceptible to its influence. Even gods and titans cannot escape from it.
Because, like, otherwise Nikedor would have had no time to, you know, be a god, establish a civilization, found Kremnos and all that.
According to Gnaeus, Nikedor, though one of the embodiments of Calamity, also bears the responsibility of fending off the Black Tide. Perhaps that is also why Lord Finan threw himself into the trial of strife so readily.
Well, it worked out well for him, didn't it?
But now, we must look for alternative means of igniting the flames of strife.
So, Aglaya, what should we do now?
You know very well the decision doesn't lie with me. As the successor to Kremnos, Mighty, you know better than anyone that if it was simply about emerging triumphant on the battlefield of strife, you and your people could manage it with ease.
I mean, if you really need a volunteer to start playing God, I wouldn't mind. But I'm not sure if Strife is necessarily a moniker I would want to have.
But ultimately, the heavy burden of divinity can only be borne by one. It is foolhardiness and indecision, not the unclaimed seat of divinity, that pushes this world into the deathly fog.
No pressure, Mighty. Sing, O goddess of his wage. Finan was defeated in the trial of strife and had his consciousness corroded by the Titan. We have some time until he recovers. Let the frustrated hero rest a while. Yeah, he must be quite upset, huh? Imagine you have a chance to become a literal demigod, but you fumble at the last minute. Poor guy. An unspeakable thing of unknown origin. What comes to your mind when we put these keywords together? Stalaron? Eon? Leviathan? Cosmic Mega Octopus? All of those would work, but yeah, sounds like a Stalaron, all things considered. That's right. If you think about the various characteristics of Emporius, an isolated world of eternal night being eroded by an unknown power, we cannot discount this possibility. This has been bothering me for a while now. Everything we have seen thus far suggests that Emporius wasn't already isolated from the rest of the universe. Be it the birth of the Titans or the encroaching Black Tide, none of these can be explained as a natural progression of a civilization. There must be other reasons for the current state of isolation. It's just, if the cancer of all worlds is truly the culprit, then we should have observed certain phenomena, explicit or otherwise, by now, but that isn't the case at all. Voice of Stellaron, Antimatter Legion, Stellaron Hunters, mostly voice of the Stellaron. That's what I was thinking too. From past experiences, the Stellaron within you should have been able to resonate with other Stellarons. But we haven't encountered anything like that here. There are several other unanswered questions too. My gut feeling is that things here are not as simple as they seem. They never are. If they were, it would be boring, actually. And I actually have no idea where the hell the story of Emporius is currently going to be taking us, apart from, you know, fighting a couple more gods, presumably. Furthermore, what happened in Penacony also proved that the appearance of a world may not necessarily be due to the influence of just one path. No sweat, the Trailblaze can even tackle 10 paths if it must. Could be an all-star cast. Who knows, maybe Akabil is behind it all though. Hey now, we're an all-star. We'll get our game on. Go play. Another sense it's Penacony all over again. Please don't step the first person I consider my wife then again. Oh god, please leave Casterus alone. For now, let's just take things as they come. The Black Tide could be a good starting point, since Nikador has fallen. Those who were suppressed by them will no doubt begin to counterattack now. It seems our trailblazing expedition is growing in significance. Isn't it always? Mighty's POV, at the same time at the other side of Memorial Palace.
Don't worry, Dee. This isn't the first time he's been like this. A long time ago?
I'm not worrying about him.
Yes, you are worrying about him. You both are extremely gay. Can you just be honest for like 5 seconds? Like, I have seen hentai. Yaoi hentai. Less homosexual than you and Fanon. My goodness. The stuff they were doing the last patch, my god.
Oh, alright. You're a little quiet though.
I'm sorry. That was rude of me. What I meant was, I know that man can pull through for sure.
Ah, there it is.
It's alright. Being straightforward suits you better.
Being straight sure as hell doesn't though. Ayo! Sorry. I'll try to hold back, but Mighty X Fine and currently is the best ship on Penacony, and I will die on that.
Actually, there's something we're curious about. What did you see in Nikador's trial?
Blood.
Something that terrifies me. Isn't that ironic? There shouldn't even be a word for fear in the Kremnoan language.
Do you think you stand a chance against that thing that terrifies you?
Really subtle there, Tribbie.
Is this also part of your grand scheme?
What do you mean?
Aglaya knew that Phynon might fall, and she expected me to take his place. That was the plan all along, wasn't it?
Yes. Looks like you know everything.
Subtlety isn't exactly your strength, Tribbie.
I have no intention of condemning you for it. The Flame Chase journey is not a game, and I have long understood this. The downfall of Strife, and the ever-growing threat that the Black Tide poses. If Circes and Ornyx are also impacted, the ramifications will be dire.
They are the only two Titans who are still lucid and willing to coexist with humanity.
Yeah, and we just basically showed that we can still butcher other Titans if necessary.
Regrettably, I do not hold the key to completing the trial. If I wish to conquer that fear, I need the assistance of my fellow Kremnoans. Give me some time to speak with my people. It won't take long, I promise.
Ah, I see. There is strength in numbers, but you must know that the trial to become a demigod is ultimately meant for only one individual.
That's big coming for the girl who's literally free.
B, your people. They have been eagerly awaiting a new king all this time, haven't they? If you take on the divine role, they will have no reservations about following your lead. After all, you're the hero of Castrum Kremnos.
I once was. Lady Tribbios. Therein lies my deepest fear. We'll talk again later. I'll be back.
Is he afraid of not living up to the expectations?
D? Regardless of what happens, we will always be there for you.
Aww.
Thank you. The person I'm looking for is probably in the hot bath. I should go take a look.
I'm sorry, hearing Mighty's very...
Billowing steam always brings back memories of the furnaces in our homeland.
Hearing Mighty's very deep voice while there's only like Tribbie and the Glacier on screen cracked me up there for a second. Yeah, we're just gonna do this real quick. Not necessarily a good team, but I doubt that we'll be fighting much. It does allow us to at least pretend that I'll be able to pull for him. Who knows, maybe if I'll get super lucky again, I might be able to get him. Ah, but I should probably save those pulls for Castris.
That's not safe.
Aw, he's worried about the kids. Hey kids!
Run around in here, kids.
I'm not menacing at all.
Hey, it's the Crown Prince! Are you also here for a battle?
Listen to the scary uncle, children.
I want to hear stories about princes on the battlefield.
The Crown Prince. Are you Kremnoans?
Yeah, we are! The grown-ups said we used to live next to the arena. Well, next to the parts next to it anyway. My dad is a centurion with the Hydra Lancers, and my mom is the bravest warrior in the God Shield Brigade. We used to get tons of silver coins from Mr. Crateros.
My mom kills people. Oh god. Oh sweet Jesus. Also, I think my mic is over. What's the word? Hold on. Yeah, no, it should be better. I should be a little bit more quiet though. Yeah, but... well, muting myself won't be doing me good. Sorry. The scuff is in the name for a reason, I guess. Either my audio doesn't work the way I wanted to, or the game's audio doesn't work the way I wanted to. They're just as loud as the voices in the game. Now I should be a little bit better, right?
My parents are serving in the Holy City garrison now. As warriors of Kremnos, they're braver than any Archiman.
Just saw myself peeking a little bit too much for my liking.
Why are you kids here alone? Where are the grown-ups?
Dead?
Mom and Dad were asleep, so we snuck out to play hide and seek with Mr. Crateros.
That old man can be such a child sometimes. You know where Crateros is? I happen to be looking for him.
Sorry, I don't. Come to think of it, we haven't seen him in a while. Did he get lost while trying to find us?
It can be taken out of context, but not in a good way. Hey now. Again, behave, chat. For crying out loud.
No way! Mr. went to hide, I thought about taking a peek. But who knows if it might be a trap he set.
Oh, that's what you meant. I was peeking a bit too much in my day. No, I meant the mic. It's fine, it's fine.
It was prudent of you to be cautious. So, which Varix Leo was he with?
It's,
No, but I like my version
after
too.
you go out from here.
I don't like the idea that I already peeked.
Alright, I'll go look for it. You should consider the game over and head home for now. And don't play around the hot baths again.
Wait, Your Highness!
Is there something else?
I heard you retrieved Nicodor's core flame.
About that, little kid.
Does that mean we get to go back home soon?
Immediately they strike with his one weakness. The hopeful eyes of little kids.
Have you ever been to Castrum Kremnos? You were all born in the Holy City, and are living lives no different from the Achaemenids. Everything you know about our people comes only from the tales of others. You have never even witnessed the blade in the sky with your own eyes. How, then, is a city you've never seen your home?
Because this place is definitely not home. Mom and Dad told me that the children of Kremnos are born to wield swords and fight on the battlefield.
They also said that the Kremnoan detachment led by the Crown Prince is the bravest army across all of Emporius. No one can defeat them.
The kids in the Holy City don't play with us. The moment they find out that our parents are Kremnoans, they shun us.
Oh.
We don't care. We all know that the Crown Prince will take us home one day.
Oh. Pressure is piling up. Also, that answers my question in Discord. Yep, I do already have Seribot. No worries there. But thank you anyway. Also, something else that's funny that I just realized. Because of StreamerBot, I can now see who lurks. I can see you. I'm not going to say the names of the people I can see. But I know you're here now. Anyway.
Time has not yet arrived. But young men of Kremnos, heed my command. Return to your parents at once. From here on, you are to dedicate yourselves to rigorous training and a healthy diet. You must not neglect these two aspects if you are to become a brave warrior of Kremnos.
Capybaras are sometimes kept as petted, but they could require a lot of space and access to water. Thank you for that information, Seribot. I was unaware that it has a capybara fact command, but I liked that.
Only by following this path can you be deemed worthy of returning home.
Yes, Your Highness!
Oh god. Duck fact. A duck's bill varies by species and relates to its function. Flat bills are used to consume plant material, and pointed bills are used to catch and eat fish. And don't ask about the duck's genitals. You don't want the information on that one. And a lot of useless commands for Serifare. But then again, if you do a chatbot and you don't have a whole bunch of unnecessary commands, did you even make a bot? That joke. Why do birds fly south over the winter? Because it's too far to walk. Ah ha 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 ha. I'm about to remove all Seribot commands. Might have to remove that one.
I should find Krateros.
Also, I like the fact that he basically just told the kids, eat and grow strong, or you will never be worthy of being a warrior. Mighty is such a softie.
There he is.
Rat! Oh, it's the Crown Prince of Castrum Kremnos.
Hello?
Get a grip. We're here by order of the Council of Elders. Even the Chrysos heirs have to think twice before doing anything to us.
Out of my way, lackeys of the Council.
Oh, right, the Council is the guys who tried to murder Aglaia last time. Hello.
The Civil Guard of Akama is on official duty. Please keep out of this area.
Calm down, my lord. Play nice.
Don't make me repeat myself.
Uh-oh.
I'll allow you to pass this time. Just once.
Bro told it immediately. Bro did not want to mess with that.
You think yourself knowledgeable? Then here is a question for you. Do you know how Chrysius Leo in Castrum Kremnos came to be mounted on the wall?
Wait.
I don't know, my lord. How did it come to be? Let me enlighten you. A long time ago, the founder of Castrum Kremnos led a group of warriors to hunt down a lion on the outskirts of the city of Tritos.
Also, I just realized with this name, if you like take away a couple of letters, this is just literally Kratos, huh?
That vicious beast had been a menace for years, and the bones in its den were stacked even higher than the peaks around Akama. But do you know what happened? Nary a moment had passed after the beast's head peeked out of its den, when the Kremnoan warriors surged forward and brought it down within the blink of an eye, shattering its knees with a single strike.
Why the knees?
Why are you red-faced already? We haven't even gotten to the best part yet.
Is he red-faced? Looks more stonish way to me.
It's your storytelling, my lord. You're weaving such a captivating tale that it got my blood pumping. Please, go on.
You don't have blood.
Well, if it isn't Lord Mighty. It's been a while.
Hello, I'm the convenient distraction.
Oh, what in Akama is happening? To what do I owe the pleasure, son of Gorgo?
Krataros. My esteemed teacher.
Oh. Right, Kratos was also one of the NPCs that we encountered in the trial, wasn't it?
Let's talk somewhere else, Mighty Mos. I'm tired of speaking with this silly lion.
What about the Council's informants?
Those two hyenas are nothing but scavengers of rotten meat. They couldn't bite even if they tried.
That's a bit hurtful to say right in front of them.
They can follow us if they want to. Let's go.
And Varix Leo is just confused, left behind.
How in the world did Chrysius Leo get mounted on the wall?
I'll come by later and tell you if I find out.
Keep up with us, you hyena. Oh, sorry. I meant officers.
Hey, old man, how dare you?
Oh, I like him.
Calm down.
I like him already. Also, he's an NPC with a unique model, so you know he's going to be pretty important.
Don't fall behind now.
Well, he is Mighty's teacher.
Friends.
Don't you dare try any tricks with us.
You can just keep running, really, all things considered. Eventually they're going to run out of stamina.
Why have you stopped?
This is a nice spot for a private chat.
Oh, not wrong. Lovely pillows, under the sun, plenty of greenery.
Shall we, sir?
Let's do it.
Oh, they're going to murder them.
What are you up to? Someone help me!
Some privacy.
Immediately death. Immediate death. Oh god.
So, tell me, why have you come to seek this old man's counsel?
I came to discuss the future of the Kremnoans.
Interesting. I heard the core flame of the Lance of Fury has been restored, though not by your hand. And you're even considering giving up Nikador's divine power. Is this true?
Well, looking at how embarrassed he is.
Those rumors are not entirely groundless.
In other words, you did entertain the thought of giving up the throne of Kremnos and forsaking your people.
The divine power is not equivalent to the throne. The path of strife is also not our people's only way.
Enough with the word games. You, of all people, should understand the plight
Oh.
of the Kremnoans.
Not a kind teacher, it seems.
Think about all the warriors of the Kremnoan detachment who left their homeland with you. Think about their children. Only the yearning for our former glory days has kept us going all this time. If they ever learn that the Crown Prince they look up to so much is actually toying with the notion of stepping down, think of the disgrace it would bring upon your departed mother, Martimos. You best remember that she died for you because of Europon's schemes, to restore the glory of Kremnos.
Since you've brought that up, tell me, who is responsible for my father's death?
I thought you are.
Are you trying to shame me, Martimos? I may be old, but I haven't become so decrepit that I've forgotten it all. Of course I remember that Europon died when the Kremnoan detachment surrounded him. You drove the spear into his chest with your very own hands.
Okay, so it was just...
That was merely the final outcome.
Huh.
Do you still not see it? What led my parents and our people to their downfall is none other than the strife we speak of. The quest for glory. The tenet of valorous death before glorious return. This is the creed of every Kremnoan, no matter whether these beliefs are justified or not.
It's kind of interesting how, like, towards outsiders, like us and Fanon especially, he's all like, "Go, Kremnos! Kremnos great!" like he's very much trying to look the part of a Kremnoan. But, like, the second the facade falls off, you think he doesn't believe any of that at all.
Don't be ridiculous. The only thing that could slay a king is a spear. Even an infant knows that much.
I mean, I would argue a sword would also work. Or a mace. Or an axe. Or a gun. Or just a very big rock.
I swore to your mother that I would guard your crown with my life. I never foresaw that the son of Gorgo himself would be the first to turn his back on the Kremnoan spirit. Gorgo. Your mother bore that name. The name of the great founder of Castrum Kremnos. And she upheld that name with honor. If you choose to turn your back on her legacy, like a wretched deserter, do not fault me for withholding my loyalty, Martimos.
I came to discuss the future of our people with you. But it appears this is not the right time yet.
Go, mighty. Ha! That's what those Chrysos heirs call you, isn't it? Go down the path you have deemed correct. Deep down, you have always been one to do as you please. And I am well aware that no one can deter you once you've made up your mind. But don't you ever dream of renouncing the traditions of Kremnos. We may reside in Akama now, but we remain eternally bound to strife by blood.
Changed my mind, I don't like him anymore, he's kind of a dick.
Bloodlines no longer hold any significance in this era of destruction.
My young lord, always bear this in mind. Never reveal your vulnerabilities to anyone. A lion should never dwell amidst its prey, especially when it wields power enough to dominate the entire hunting ground.
Europon, the boy did nothing wrong!
Oh, damn. We're getting backstory, and first thing he does is getting yeeted into a river. Glorious.
This is murder. Do not sully the noble name of Kremnos with the blood of an innocent child. You mustn't reveal your weaknesses to the enemy.
It's interesting that she's currently pleading with the father of her son to keep him alive, and her reasoning is you mustn't reveal your weakness to the enemy. Kremnoans are fucked up.
My decision is final. We must use this child's life to preserve the soul of the great Nikador. We must save Castrum Kremnos.
Don't be absurd! Those tiny hands lack the strength to even lift a spear. Do you truly believe him a threat to Castrum Kremnos? You'll be ending the bloodline of Kremnos if you do this. Our millennia-old glory will become nothing more than a joke.
Have you forgotten that we Kremnoans place no value in bloodlines? It is through pure bloodshed and slaughter that the kings of Kremnos have ascended to the throne. As for our millennia-old glory, it has always been a joke in my eyes. Glorify it all you want, but it will not alter the nature of slaughter. Those who revel in it are but murderers. They are no more noble than the most monstrous beasts in Amphorius.
My brother in Christ, you're not exactly doing a good job talking about nobility if you're about to murder an infant.
Enough with your words! Among all the kings of Kremnos, which one did not inherit the crown only after plucking it from the lifeless body of his father? But listen to yourself now. Do you truly believe you can cleanse the blood from your hands through mere words alone?
Nay, quite the contrary. I will end this cycle of bloodshed.
Via bloodshed.
Starting with this child. With these blood-stained hands, I will end it all.
You're not very convincing, my guy.
Your failure is inevitable, Eurepon. You are just a coward who can only raise his blade against his own child. A beast that murders his own kin. Royal Wing elites and Emperors of Kremnos. You cannot sit idly by and watch this atrocity unfold. If you consider yourselves the honorable sons and daughters of Gorgo, then take up your spears and join me in putting an end to this bloody charade!
Civil War time.
Does anyone else have any objections? If so, come forward with your spear and prove your mettle.
Understood.
5, 4, 3.
3.
No one dare stand by my side. Cowards! Has that
Well,
crown stripped you of your courage?
no Civil War after all. Just her being the only
2,
somewhat reasonable person.
1.
It appears there are no objections. Then, in accordance with the Kremnoan Council's principle of tacit consent, the decision is final.
Tacit consent. That sounds like a very, 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 very bad idea.
All present as witnesses, this child shall descend into the Sea of Souls.
Can you speak the fuck up?
He will nourish the Lance of Fury and join the fallen heroes. May fate and the gods await your arrival. My son. My Deimos.
Stop!
If you have more to say, then speak. On account of the life we have shared together, I grant you this one final chance.
With the blade of fury above us and the council bearing witness, I, Gorgo, hereby move to challenge the crown in accordance with the laws of Kremnos. O unworthy king, in the name of the Council of Elders, I demand that you duel me!
Her voice actress is killing it though. Shame the mixing is so bad.
Very well. We shall see who the Kremnoan blade strikes down.
My Deimos, my son, they all tell me to forget. But how could I ever, the son of Gorgo, will be crowned in blood? If there is no Kremnos without the crown, then I shall seize the crown and smash it to pieces to bring the people to their senses.
The mother roared in anger. The armies remained in silence. Only the cries and the waves of the Sea of Souls echoed. Now in your private bath chamber. That is quite the shift. Ever since the battle with Nikodor, you haven't slept so soundly in ages. Even if death itself came to rouse you, you'd proudly retort, why does life slumber? Because the bed is warm. Yet a chill from the river of souls wafted by, a sensation hauntingly familiar. Could death be truly at your door? Castorus? Just open your eyes just... Whoa! You're close.
Miss, you're awake.
Castorus, why does life slumber? You are very close. Why does it look like you're giving me a lap pillow? And if you are giving me a lap pillow, how long do I have left to live?
That's a complicated question. I'm not sure I can answer that.
Hello, by the way. How long did you watch me sleep?
I apologize for arriving uninvited. I saw that you were still asleep, so I took the liberty of waiting nearby. I bring a message from Lady Aglaya. She has prepared a gift for you and Don Hong, and wishes to present it to you in person.
Do I want that gift? Last time she gave us gifts that didn't necessarily go well for us in the end. Also, hold up. Let me turn up the game audio just a bit more. You can hear her voice better. A gift? Gimme!
I'm glad you're in good spirits. Alright, let's set off.
I'm not sure this is going to go well. Oh, Nameless Recollection. The Crown Prince of Kremnos has revealed the past at a trial of apotheosis. The past gained through your travels. Head to the book and write it down. Sure, let's do that one real quick. Wow. Oh, new stories? Mikula, why are you off reading them by yourself? I want in too. I knew you'd show up. When there's a story, there's Mem. Could I be a memory spirit? No, that name's not cute enough. How about Pink Memory Spirit then? How are you? How new? Alright. Having witnessed the Kremnos Crown Prince past, now drop in that strand of nameless recollection. His card looks so cool. Holy shit. Those flame-chasing people, those forgotten stories, as I've written. Nations. Why the aversion? Since which day did he become known as mighty? His strength rivals all lands. But the man pays it no heed. For only the authority of a king can end another king. And only strife can end strife. The torrent of conquest crosses the barrens, yet with homeland's blood it is destined to be stained. None dare to take his hand in greeting, for his hands burn as the blazing sun, soaked in the might of the flames. What a mighty feat it is, in the aftermath of defeat. The man digs graves for the deceased soldiers, burying thousands with his own hands. In that fight, he crushed all invading blades with his fists. Our body immortal may never fall, but tears of pain in his heart still flow.
His years of drifting made him detest water's waves.
They say that is the reason he is so unwilling to weep. But in Adonia's blizzards he once did cry, a tear shed among the storm and frost, that bloomed into a lily stained with blood. Like his undying body, the flower never wilts. In time the entire world will turn to ash. This haughty man shall be the one to leave behind the world's final beauty, though none are willing to believe. Unlike his kin, those patterns were carved with his blood. A matter so suspicious, it steers the ambitions of the mundane.
A blade that can cut through the mighty must be enough to slay gods.
The people to this day still seek it, yet it is simply a tradition he follows closely. Do not let your enemy notice that you are bleeding, and thus convince them that you are someone unsurpassed, a warrior supreme.
Apart from Kremnos' traditions, what do you have left?
The white-haired friend once asked, the stories of the past forged his body. The man goes silent and still, his gaze burning into the horizon, looking for a distant past. In his days of wandering, the same question was asked by thousands upon thousands, and he never denied.
That is why I walk on this path.
Act concluded. I really like these mini story things, they're very neat. And apparently also very loud. Did you know that Arkham is full of stories about Midamas? He's just bursting with tales. Are all princes like that? And how did he manage to get that powerful? Shh. It says to stay quiet. It was really hard for me to find out, so don't want anyone else to just hear it. This is for your ears only, Mikola. They say it's from incredibly harsh training. Every day he runs 10,000 laps around the holy city. Does 10,000 squats, does 10,000 sets of weights, and there's a lot more of 10 he does 10,000 of, let me think. My god, he's training harder than One Punch Man. Bro's about to break his limiter. That's totally not true. No way, and how are you so sure about that? Because if he did that, he would be bald. Still, there really are way too many rumors about Midamas flying around. If they were all true, he wouldn't even have time to eat, would he? I wonder who's spreading all these stories. Those mysterious, don't you think? People will think of all kinds of things if they are bored. Alright, sorry about that, Castoris. I just... okay. I was about to ask if she was just going to keep standing there menacingly.
The door has fallen. The soldiers in the city can finally catch a break.
I don't know how long we'll be able to live like this.
As you can tell by the chests just randomly laying around the place, I haven't really explored Emporius at all.
You must have forgotten. This is a precious relic from our hometown. We definitely all saw it back then.
I love the voice acting of that thingy. I assume you mean Memmy. You mean Memmy by that? It is a bit irritating though that the voice line says Memmy, 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 Mem, and then you have actual subtitles. I'm never sure whether to wait like until the voice actress has finished memming it all over the place for me to start reading, or if I should just go.
Trianne, this is a counterfeit. We both know it's impossible for something this fragile to have survived all those years in one piece.
This small fluffy pink thing, which I personally still suspect might be part of March 7th, but that is a different story.
Nothing is impossible. We are fragile too, but we still got through those sad times. Ugh, look at that color and how it glitters in the light. It's exactly as we remember it.
Sad times, sure, that's a way to call losing 997 siblings.
Don't you buy it? If someone else gets to it before us, we'll miss our chance forever. Calm down, Trianne. You need rest.
Please, there's no need to fret. If you need more time to make a decision, I can put this aside for you until tomorrow. Or until you're ready?
No, it's alright. Trianne is just... she'll come to her senses tomorrow. We'll be off first. Trianne is just... what? Trianne is super mad, that's what!
Girl is arguing with herself.
You've forgotten all about Mama! Mama gave us something just like this before! Trianne...
Who the hell is Mama? Oh no.
See you tomorrow? I hope you two patch things up soon.
See you tomorrow. May the winds of fortune bless you.
Does she call like her past self Mama that merged into a that got split into a bunch of people? Or is she referring to like the
So hard to
mom
understand
of
what they're thinking sometimes.
the person? Tribbios is a mess. Hello.
Excuse me. If you don't mind, could you tell me what Lady Tribbie and Lady Trianne were discussing just now?
Oh, it's Miss Casterus. It's been a while. Well, honestly, I'm not quite sure myself. See, I have a little hobby of collecting handicrafts. Some time ago, I found this trinket being sold at the Memorial Market, and bought it to use as decoration at my stall.
I think they call the unsplit version Mama. That might be. It's probably the most likely, although I personally would consider it weird to call basically a person I mitosed from dead. Then again, I doubt that I'll ever have to experience splitting into 1000 child versions of myself, because if I did, whoever is around will not have a good time. People are already having trouble at times dealing with one of me. I don't want to imagine what people would do if they had to deal with 1000 child versions of me. That would not go well for anybody involved.
When Lady Tribbie and Lady Trianne walked by earlier, Lady Trianne happened to catch sight of it, and promptly insisted that it was a precious memento from her hometown. But Lady Tribbie believed it to be a counterfeit. She said it couldn't possibly be from Yanisopolis. The likelihood of such fragile glassware surviving the Chrysos War is simply too low.
But not zero.
For some reason, Lady Trianne became awfully upset after hearing that.
I see. Madam, would you mind selling this trinket to me?
Certainly. It's just... if it truly is a relic from Yanisopolis, it could be worth a small fortune. Miss Casterus, I'm running a business here after all, so...
Wouldn't we like take it to a historian or archaeologist or something of that caliber first to like actually see if it's from Yanisopolis, or would that be too easy? But I feel so bad for the people of this planet trying to keep their best to keep the Tribbies different. I mean, they conveniently enough have different names and different appearances, so it's basically just like for most people it's just a triplet situation. And as long as they keep their different haircuts, people are gonna be good. And they do have very distinct personalities, so not that difficult to tell them apart. It's when you start thinking about where they came from that things get messy. But like for your average Amphoian? For your Orcamer. For your average Orcaman? It's just a bunch of wet-haired triplet kids running around the place. Not that complicated, really. Except for the fact that, you know, one of them does sometimes act the part of the several millennia-old demigod. Which is also kind of unnerving in its own way, really.
I understand. Feel free to name your price.
Glare at her in silence.
I suppose I can sell it to you at cost as a sign of goodwill, Miss Casterus. Just promise to support my business.
Yeah, we hit him with that. We hit him with that stare. You're not going to scam my wife.
Much appreciated.
or I am going to end your life.
We're lucky that she has a good
And
heart.
you know it's true because it
I'm not one
rhymes.
to venture out often, and while I have some savings, it takes a lot out of me to even talk to people, let alone haggle. Had it been another merchant, I would have been set back plenty.
Stella and her death stare, the one thing she really is good in. I mean, that is incorrect, to be honest. The last two Trailblazers have been very useful units. Both Harmony and Remembrance are easily 5-star units at the moment. And like in universe, Stella is actually most likely, I would probably say, the second strongest of the Astral Express currently. Because we know that March isn't much of a fighter, and Himiko doesn't seem to be much of a fighter either. So really it boils down to Danhang and, well, Trailblazer. Although I believe that, like, from their feats and implications that the Trailblazer would probably come up on top if it came to a fight, because the Trailblazer is always the one they send in first. And then there's Weld. Weld is probably in a whole different realm, but that is a different story. Then again, we don't know how much of Weld's power actually translates into this universe, so if it's impacting third Weld, he's the strongest. If he lost a bunch of his power, in that case it's probably, honest to God, the Trailblazer. Also, Stella's good in building a harem. I mean, which Hoyoverse protagonist isn't? Or gacha protagonist, rather. Also, for some reason, there always seems to be some sort of noblewoman related to the ice elements whose bloodline is in desperate need of needing to continue. Like, if I had a nickel that happened in a gacha game I'd played, I'd have 3 nickels by now. Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. First we had Ayaka, then we had Miyabi, now we have Carlotta and Ruma. I'm just waiting for the noble ice lady to drop in. The obligatory noble ice lady whose bloodline has to continue by somewhat aggressive support of the family to appear in Honkai Star Rail, really. Well, casually creates black holes, so yeah, but honestly, the black holes aren't even that impressive considering the power scaling of Honkai Star Rail. Like, we're literally a walking nuke. We are a walking Stellaron. Do you have any idea how fucking dangerous that, technically speaking, is?
The authenticity of the piece isn't important.
Ooh, pretty gem.
What matters is that it holds special meaning for Lady Trian and reminds her of her hometown.
In fact, I do not. Fair enough. But ever since, like, we had Acheron, we've had straight up planet-destroying level of guys just running about. And the black holes that Weld creates are too small in scale comparably to really be... Like, it's not directly a black hole. He more so summons mini black holes. Although he was ready to murder Sunday, which was a fun scene. He looks stylish doing it, that he does. Which is why I'm very happy that they have hinted that they are planning to buff the older characters to make them useful again. Because it means I'll finally get some use out of my Weld that I have lying around. I think he's E2 by now even. And her signature. Could be pretty strong.
I've long wished to show my gratitude for Lady Trian's care. But I haven't been able to come up with any ideas for a suitable gift. This chance encounter today feels like divine intervention. Perhaps this is the gift I've been searching for. Still, this trinket is admittedly rather fragile. I will have to make some adjustments and stitch it onto wool felt to protect it. That way, No matter how much Lady Trian runs around, it won't break easily.
Aw, you're so sweet.
All
If
right,
only you
back
didn't
to
murder
business after
people
that
with a
little
touch.
detour. Let's keep moving. Don't stray far now. We've already kept Lady Aglaia waiting long enough.
Oh yeah, that does remind me. Meep, no matter how adorable this person I'm currently with looks, do not attempt to hug her. You are going to die. She literally kills people if she gets too close to them. Which has also led to some very, very funny fan works, to be honest. The best one I saw was
It seems your friend arrived before us.
Chloe, what the hell a way to die, yeah, exactly. The best one I saw so far was just Stell giving Kestrus a big hug from behind on instinct, and Kestrus looking back at her like, "Oh no!" and Stell looking at her like, "Oh no!" and then Stell just falls over, fucking dead immediately. Worth it though, no regrets. But before something happens that I regret, I'm going to take a quick bathroom break. I will be right back. Wee! Hello, me back. Idle meeting successful. Now, let's see what Aglaia wants to talk about. You're finally here, Mikola.
Welcome, Cass. And you as well, trailblazer from beyond the sky.
Those transphobes and... What? Rose transphobe ass pretty purple lady. I believe there is a typo there for starters. Secondly, kind of a random message to return to. No, you are now simply yeeting transphobes around the place. While for some reason colored in purple. That is now That is not what you're doing. Anyway. Simply kills them by touching them. I know. But your typo has tragically fucked that one up for you. Also had to hydrate there real quick, sorry. Anyway. Gift! Give me the gift! No. Wait, I forgot she was going to give us a gift in the first place. I got sidetracked by Tribbie. I mean, I wouldn't mind being a pretty purple lady. Fair enough. Although I do suspect that you wouldn't necessarily like every life that touches you perishing before you. That sounds very inconvenient for stuff like, you know, petting cats or something like that. Anyway, didn't expect you to call me the Trailblazer.
Your companion here kindly explained the meaning behind the name to me earlier. Through him, I've come to understand that you and your friends walk the paths of Kefali and Yanis in places beyond the sky. Addressing you appropriately is the least I can do, as a show of respect.
Aww. So Danhang gave her a little, I don't necessarily history lesson, little world.
For all that has happened, it was never our intention to drag you two into the battle against Nikador and jeopardize your safety. To express our gratitude for your kind, trailblazing endeavors, we would like to present you with the highest honor of Akima.
Lady, you already gave us a whole place room to live in. I already appreciate that enough. There's no need for this.
This is the dew of divine blood, brewed from crops nourished by the blood of the Titans. It is said that only 12 bottles existed. The last 3 bottles are now being kept in the treasure vault of Akima.
Are you giving one of those to me?
Back in the days of prosperity, cities fortunate enough to acquire it regarded it as one of the greatest treasures ever. Unsealing it during a ceremony held in honor of 2 cities' diplomatic ties was the highest form of respect one could show the other. And now, in keeping with tradition, Akima dedicates this drink to our esteemed guests from beyond the sky, in appreciation of what you have done for us.
I am not of drinking age yet. I'm a couple of months old. But my hand is trembling under the weight of this gift. This precious gift isn't simply a token of gratitude, though, is it, Lady Aglaya?
Very perceptive, Mr. Dunhung. Your heroic deeds have proven that you come in good faith. With the dew of divine blood as testament, we wish to forge an alliance with the Trailblazers.
Yeah, always a catch with you, isn't there? With all due respect, we're forging an alliance with the crisis heirs and broilers in the conflicts with an Arkema. I'm sure you can understand where our misgivings come from, Lady Aglaya. Wow, my gift, my gift! No, Danhung does have a point, especially considering, you did try to kill us at some point. So, you know, there's that. So, let's think about this first. Having said that, Lady Aglaya, please don't misunderstand. We will still do what we can to assist you in the flame chase journey. It's just, I've heard of the friction between the crisis heirs and the Council of Arkema. As outsiders, we're wary of getting caught up in this conflict.
Wow! Grady and Danny have sharp eyes indeed. You'd make outstanding members of the Twilight Courtyard.
Excuse me? Whom's the frick?
No need to worry, by the way. I can tell from Lady Aglaya's tone of voice and micro-expressions that she's being genuine.
Who the fuck are you? And why do you look like transgender-coded Barbara? Oh wait, I think I saw her in one of the teasers, right? Huh. Interesting, I didn't think they'd drop a new character out of nowhere without like any sort of announcement. Hi!
Not only are you guests from beyond the sky, but you've also done so much for Akima. You're practically heroes to us all. Lady Aglaya would never subject you to Aquila's judgment.
So are you going to introduce yourself, or are you just going to keep glazing us? Whomst the fuck?
Hyacinth.
Hyacinth, that's what her
taking care of
name
the
was.
wounded of the past few days.
Oh, it's no trouble at all. The patients are very cooperative when we attend to them. I'm just thrilled to see them all going home healthy again.
Oh, so you literally are just pastel-colored Barbara. Because you're also a nurse. Huh. Interesting. And I suspect that means that you are probably that mysterious remembrance healer I keep hearing people yap about that is coming up. Huh. Lovely.
Oh, it's Cassie. Oh, I missed you.
Cassie looks thrilled. Grady? Danny? Cassie? Is Eglea's nickname Egley?
Miss. You can't say that. Lady Aglaya should always be Lady Aglaya.
Why did you say it like that? That just felt a little bit weird. That girl, she's a natural at making friends. She reminds me of an old friend with pink hair. She does seem kind of March-coded, doesn't she?
As an acolyte of Aquila, I'm here to bring healing light to the world. Plus, I've heard you're also children of the distant skies. Fate must have brought us together.
No we aren't. Aglea, please don't murder us again immediately.
Can we be friends?
What?
I'd love
Fast.
to hear your tales of the sky. And oh, it's a rare occasion that Akama presents such an invaluable gift to guests. Lady Aglaya, may I have the honor of tasting it too?
Excuse me, still. You're moving very fast here, young lady. We only just met.
Of course you may. Esteemed guests.
Alright,
of
apparently
Akama,
she doesn't
please
mind.
believe me when I say that this gift carries no hidden agendas. As for the matter of the Alliance, you need not give me an answer here and now.
Oh, she's here to help Aglea recruit us.
You're mistaken. The capable Lady Aglaya doesn't need my help with things like this.
No, but the way that she just said, no, Lady Aglea must always be Lady Aglea, that reminded me so much of one of my favorite VTuber clips of all time, where like Kelly and Mume from Hololive, where Kelly just asks Mume how she feels about Fauna, and Mume just in the strangest sun immediate mood shift just goes, I love her. And you just feel the air in the room change. Like, dear God. I'll have to look. I'll have to see if I can pull it up later. I see. In that case, we'll accept this gift from Akama. We welcome the chance to talk with you, Lady Hyacinth.
Oh, yay! Then I'll get started on my questionnaire.
Questionnaire? Pardon the question, but I've been meaning to ask this for a while. Micro-expressions, tone of voice, questionnaires. All of these part of the usual skill set for Aquila's priests.
Allow me to do the honors. This young lady is Hyacinth, assistant lecturer of the Newsporists at the Grove of Epiphany, and head nurse at the medical institution known as the Twilight Courtyard.
Well, at least she finally got properly introduced to us.
Many of the Chrysos heirs suffered injuries during Mikado's attack on Akama, so the Grove sent Lady Hyacinth to treat the wounded in Akama.
But what I'm really good at is helping people sort out what ails their mind and spirit. If you're ever feeling troubled, come find me. A little sunbathing in the courtyard will chase all your worries away.
Ah, so you're a therapist. Thank you, we'll keep that in mind. Which now also makes the second pink pastel with blue accents colored therapist that Hoyoverse has released within like a single month. I think someone at Hoyoverse is desperately trying to beg for therapy by designing characters.
Well,
I think someone needs help.
Everything's sorted out now. The patients have also all recovered. I think it's time for me to head back, Lady Aglaia.
I would love to keep you in Akama for a few more days, but I would hate to provoke the ire of the Grove. As it happens, Akama intends to send a messenger to the Grove for updates about the research on the Black Tide. We also want to communicate our desire to discuss the retrieval of Cersei's core flame at the earliest convenience.
Sounds pretty serious. Lady Aglaia, you can't be asking me to...
No need to fret. We won't put you on the spot. Trian will be going there as the diplomatic messenger of Akama, and Castros will be accompanying her.
Oh. I was about to ask if Aglaia was just asking her, hey, by the way, do you want to be a demigod? It seems like a question you would just randomly hit someone with. Because that's quite a little bit of pressure, isn't it?
I happen to have a few questions for Professor Anaxa as well, regarding the missing Titan Thanatos.
Since this involves Akama's diplomatic affairs, we'll give you some privacy. Do I understand correctly? We got Akama, Greek, and Castris, Sparta. Castris isn't, if anything, mighty is Sparta. Castris is, if anything, Castris is, Hades. Like, Castris would literally be the underworld, if we're talking, like, Greek/Roman mythology. But, yeah, Akama... I wouldn't necessarily say Akama is Greek. It's more like a... It's a weird mix of Greek and Roman. But, Castrum Kremnos and all that does seem very, like, Spartan in their whole... mighty warrior, skrrr, you know, that whole shtick. Although the lion is a symbol that more so came with ancient Rome than it did with Greece. But yeah, it's a little bit of both of those. So, European antique, I suppose, if you wanted to go, like, very in-depth. Because I think there were also already allusions to, like, Alexander the Great and some lore stuff. Or, like, at least some parallels. Which then, of course, would also include some Macedonian stuff, but yeah. TLDR, all of that era. Back to bed again, Bo! No, let's go to play!
If you're not keen on just sitting around, Miss Trailblazer, why not go with him? The Grove is a picturesque place, perfect for sightseeing.
Yay, we're going on a vacation while Mighty is having an identity crisis and Fanon is recovering from fumbling the bag.
That's a wonderful suggestion. Come visit the Grove Grave. I'd be delighted to show you around.
Back to bed sounds like a good plan. Bye-bye, meepy eepy. Alrighty, good night. Have a good rest then. I will probably see you like at the latest on Friday anyway. Because I expect at least one of us to hop into the other's lobby. Bye-bye. Anyway, where were we? Sounds good. Getting more insight into the customs and geography of the different areas in Thorius is also part of trailblazing.
In that case, do bring this spindle along with you.
The fuck?
This tool, called the weft, is used to spin thread and has been passed down in my family through generations. Though it doesn't see much practical use nowadays, it's become a symbol of great significance. In this respect, it is the perfect token to represent my will. If you encounter trouble at the Grove, just take this out and show it to them. While you're in the Grove, the golden thread of the weft can also render all things around you visible, regardless of whether they're corporeal or not, allowing you to see things as I would. Castris knows this too.
Interesting.
Make good use of it. Trian is already waiting for you at the outskirts of Akama. so I won't keep you any longer. May your journey be smooth.
Off we go then. Dew of divine blood. And it's only 3 stars. A Wormthorian fine wine. It is said to be brewed from crops nourished by the divine blood of each titan. This particular bottle originates from the chrysalis of gold, Ministry of Romans. And of course the ref. Alrighty then, we're heading out.
I'm glad to be in your company again, miss.
Same here. Sure. Time for some lore! Tell me about the titan known as Thanatos, please.
Thanatos controls my fate, in a sense. The curse I bear came from them.
And dear God, I hope they also can take it away again, because the fact that you love life the most, can't even hug a kitty, is deeply upsetting to me.
And they have something of mine. Something of great importance that I must get back from them.
Who the fuck's Anaxa?
When I was studying at the Grove alongside Phynon and the others, Professor Anaxa was responsible for teaching us about the Chrysos heirs and the Titans. That's also when I met Miss Hyacinth. She was Anaxa's teaching assistant then.
They're teaching about Chrysos heirs and the Titans. How much older than you is she? What is the Grove of Epiphany?
The Grove of Epiphany is Akima's partner academy. They look after the core flame of Circes and are the organization at the forefront of researching phenomena such as the Black Tide and the Titans. They also provide academic research support for the Flame Chase journey. Several Chrysos heirs are based in the Grove, including Miss Hyacinth and Professor Anaxa.
Several even. There might be even more characters that we encounter soon then. Alright, I don't have any more questions. Let's go.
Oh, I came here with a colleague from the Twilight Courtyard. I've asked her to pack her luggage in advance, so she's already waiting for us by the city gates. Let's go meet up with her.
I mean, technically speaking, I have a lot of questions, but the game isn't allowing me to ask them, so... There is that.
Look, there she is! And Lady Trianne. But who's that they're looking at?
Why is there a dead body lying there? Is it a dead body? Please tell me they're just old.
Oh, that's a serious injury.
Miss Hyacinth, this man was discovered by Trianne! Trianne was in a bad mood this morning, so we went to the outskirts of Akama for some fresh air. But then we found him collapsed on the roadside. Trianne knows the city has good doctors, so Trianne brought our new friend into the city to look for a doctor.
I was waiting here for Miss Hyacinth when I bumped into Lady Trianne. But by then, this man was already in critical condition, so I had to perform some emergency treatment first.
These wounds, they're caused by the Black Tide.
Why the fuck is the Black Tide here immediately at our doorstep? That seems concerning.
This is bad. Clementine, prepare a ward for this man at once. I'll treat him myself. It's a miracle he's still alive, considering how badly the Black Tide injured him. Gray, Cassie, and Trianne, would you mind making your way to the Grove first? Once this man is out of danger, Clementine and I will join you.
I like that she already has a nickname for us.
As a healer, I cannot ignore those in need of medical attention.
I understand. May fate have mercy on this poor man.
Trianne believes he'll get better. Everybody, follow Trianne! Fly, fly, fly away from Akama!
Also, I just realized, honestly, having Castris near him is probably a bad idea. Literally inviting death to the bed of a sick man currently.
To the skies we fly, leaving Akama behind! Little Cass, little Gray, are you ready?
Let's go, I guess.
I'm ready too.
Okie dokie. Everybody, let's hold hands. To the Grove we go!
Yay, hand holding. And instant teleportation. Oh.
It's harder than I thought to sew gemstones onto Wolfeld.
Cass
Cass, Memmy, Mem. Memmy, Mem.
Did you just say Cass? When did you learn people's names? What the fuck? What is happening?
Mem wants to try sewing. Here, why don't we give it a go?
And you understand her? How are you two so close already? What the fuck did I miss? Yes, and I are now good friends after traveling together for so many days.
It's hard not to like Mem when they're so adorable. Oh, this is amazing. It seems as if their voice has become more intelligible after the battle with Nikador. After spending the last few days together, I feel like I'm gradually gaining the ability to understand what they're saying. Even if it's just a little.
Yeah, there's definitely nothing concerning about finding what is essentially a pig-flying bunny rabbit gifted to me by a god in a bunch of memories I've been forced to forget. And now it's starting to gain more and more sentience as the story continues. Nothing concerning about it at all. That is definitely not going to come back to bite me in the ass. This shows that I'm learning new things. Once I obtain the memory of poking Wolfeld, I will grow hands that... Will I grow hands that are as pretty as Cass hands? Yeah, we don't need learn to sue Cass. That's horrible. You can't say that to a girl. Are you a girl? I don't really see anything there. Otherwise your whole memussy would be out. Sorry. I was just kidding. Anyway, I believe this trip to the Grove of Epiphany will definitely be a fruitful one. How exciting. I wonder what changes I'll experience next. You might become... No! I just saw the third option. The theories are going crazy. Transform into a cute girl. No! March 7th, perhaps? Ah, you don't have to yell.
Is everybody awake? Little Gray, little Cass, and a little pink puppy?
Oh, right, we didn't introduce Mem to the triplets yet, did we? Puppy, I've become a different species altogether. And here I thought that she would give me a nickname like Little Memmy.
It's already action hour. Lady Trian, I hope you're well rested. You were talking in your sleep. Did you dream of many things?
Sleep talking? What did Trian say?
Something like, Mommy, doll with sword, let's fight together. We'll be brave.
Oh no.
Ugh, it's so embarrassing. Please don't make fun of Trian.
Didn't intend to.
Of course not. Wasn't Lady Trian's mother also the Holy Maiden of Yanisopolis?
Okay, so they do refer to her as their mother, basically. That's interesting.
Mama was the strongest Holy Maiden in all of our history. She also gave us the prophecy of deliverance. And she had red hair that looked like a cute red mushroom. But Trian can't remember what Mama looked like anymore. Not even in the dream just now.
Well, that quickly turned depressing as all hell. In that case, Nickel and I will lend Trian a hand. So what? But you don't have hands. Only paws. Also, are we going to just invade her memories? It's a figure of speech. Think about it. There's so many memories scattered all over this world. Surely at least one contains an image of Trian's mama. If I keep a lookout for a while searching for memories along a journey, then Nicola can go boom! And not only will Trian be able to remember what her mama looks like, she'll even be able to talk with her. Right?
Trian thinks that's a great idea. Can the pink puppy help Trian out?
Only if you promise to stop calling me Pink Puppy.
Yay!
She got the nickname she wanted. That's much better. Sounds like know what exactly I am. That was just a name that I came up with on a whim. Ah well, doesn't matter. So I'll be sticking to my word anyway. Now the train is cleared up, shall we get going?
Okie dokie. Trianne remembers that we need to help Aggie ask the big tree whether Cersei's would be willing to visit Akama. If we follow this woven trail and keep going upward, we'll reach the grove in no time.
Woven trail. Where did it get its name from?
Legend has it that whenever they requested an audience with Cersei's, Nestia would always come to the meeting in a long white dress. As the warps and wefts of the dress came into contact with the ground, they turned into paths and stairs.
Oh.
May this romantic path bring good tidings to Akama.
Look! A huge tree! It's huge!
It has a face! I would argue that a tree having a face is kind of more notable than it just being big.
An abundant fragrance, worthy of recognition.
But I suppose our opinions diverge there. Wow, it's so majestic. Nicola, hurry up and capture this moment. Right, we were supposed to take pictures for March. I completely forgot about that one. A giant tree bowed slightly in the silent forest, tilting and falling into the wilting green waves. A passing breeze rustled through the leaves as if it was sighing, softly fading into the lightless ocean above on high. Would March 7 appreciate the sublime scene? You're uncertain. Unhung, perhaps. Never mind. Every time he encounters a tree as big as this one, it would be a deeply troubling situation. I feel like there's a joke there that I'm missing. Take a photo of this big tree. Sure. Or is it just because haha abundance and Shinjo? I never fail to impress. This photo deserves an award. What is this huge tree though? I suspect that's the body of a titan.
It's the Bough of Rift, the divine body of Cersei's.
All that.
Flora began to grow where they planted their roots, and this flatland basin upon which we stand gradually became a large verdant forest. A long time ago, Felicis, the first scholar, led the masses to build a garden and courtyard in the forest, naming the site the Grove of Epiphany. There, people sought mental clarity, knowledge, and enlightenment.
Trianne knows this. Everybody says that was how this big academy came to be.
Trianne, I don't think that explanation was for you. I think that was lore dumping for me, but... But is the academy supposed to be this quiet?
Something feels off. The Grove has always welcomed scholars. So too would Cersei's give us her delicate leaves and extend her branches in greeting. Yet, it seems both the Grove's messengers and the Titan are indifferent to our arrival.
Is the Grove closed to visitors?
That doesn't seem likely. Miss Hyacinth didn't mention anything about it.
Maybe everybody's still asleep because classes haven't started yet. They don't want to be disturbed, so they shut the entrance.
Trianne, it's 12 in the morning. I'm pretty sure classes would have already started. But now let's look around and see if we can find out what happened.
This place is too quiet.
Trianne found it! Everybody, fly across to the other side!
Wow.
The entrance on the other side. Where could it be?
I knew you would find it. The courtyard of Storgi should be just ahead of us.
I really like those sound effects from the Titans, by the way. I think they sound sick.
An abundant fragrance, worthy of recognition.
Oh. This... I know this is a weird comparison to make, but this is really starting to remind me a bit of Elden Ring. Like, I don't know why, but this really makes me think of like the Halic tree. Decree of the Seven Sages. Yep.
As I expected, something's not right here.
Even though we're not scholars, someone should have come forward to receive us by now.
Not to mention that this whole place is also eerily quiet.
Maybe they really are asleep?
That's not very likely. As far as I can recall, the voices of people engaged in debate echoed throughout the grove at all hours of the day.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Well, you tried your best, Trianne. Didn't amount to much, though.
No one's here.
What do we do now?
I have an idea. Lady Trianne, could you lend me that golden spindle? Do you remember? Lady Aglaia said this. While you're in the grove, the golden thread of the weft can also render all things around you visible, regardless of whether they're corporeal or not.
Do you think everyone here lost their bodies?
This is achievable because the grove is not only where the roots of Circes are, but also where the chrysalis of gold manifests.
Why? It's because Nestia kept visiting her, right?
Oh, Nestia. With the weft as my vow,
Nestia.
I beseech
Oh.
you, entwine my body with your golden thread and affection.
So the M is silent. My bad. Like, who came up with this? How unique.
Well, these lines are documented in the handbook of Nestia's priests. So, if I'm not mistaken, we should be able to draw power out of this butterfly exuvia with the golden thread.
There isn't a reaction. Did it not work?
But that shouldn't be.
Hey, everybody, look over there. Something's appearing.
Are they white dryad flowers?
Doesn't look much like a flower to me. Hello. White Dryad. What a cute name. Castro seems unsettled.
No, these aren't white dryads. These are shadows of dead white dryads.
Oh.
Dead me, Mem.
It can say dead. Ma'am, your vocabulary is limited and kind of concerning considering the only things you can say are apparently some names and dead.
Shadow?
Strictly speaking, these white dryads are still plants. They only gained sentience as a result of Circe's blessing of equality. But their sentience is minimal when compared to that of humans. These flowers have already died. What you see here are just faint afterimages of their souls. However, this also means that the golden thread has definitely connected with the Titan's presence. Without the golden thread's outlines, we would not have been able to see them at all.
I thought you were able to see dead people or things rather regardless.
But what happened to them? Why are there only tiny shadows of them left?
Ma'am, can you read their memories?
We try. Wait. You were able to just... That was just a normal voice line. Don't say it together with me. You're distracting me.
Black cloak, sword.
It feels very weird to just have Memi now randomly drop the most random words.
Towards the great tree.
Oh, now you can speak. That's it. The memories are too faint for me to see anything. But only vaguely make out these words.
I have a bad feeling about this. The deathly fog of Thanatos is fast approaching.
Ah, deathly fog, delightful. This does look sick though. Papa tutata.
The smell of death is becoming more and more intense.
Did Cersei die while we were gone? Oh no. The Black Tide invaded. That looks very bad.
This looks really scary.
Also, these guys look. Speaking of Elden Ring comparisons, these guys look like a lot like the Lantern guys from the DLC. You know, like they seem like madness-themed enemies. What kind of beast is this? Is this the Death Titan skin?
No, it's neither of those. This is a creation of the Black Tide. Such creatures are formed when living beings are corrupted and turned into deformed hollow husks of their former selves.
So these function essentially like fragmenting creatures.
Everybody, stay alert. Regardless of what has happened to the Grove, the fact that we're seeing the remains of a Black Tide creation here definitely doesn't bode well.
Should we inform Aggie about this?
Probably. What? That black thing seems to be moving. Oh Jesus. You do not want to say, you don't want to know what this man is saying. It has all been censored for a reason. He is throwing racial slurs at us.
The monster is alive! Trienne will protect everybody!
Trienne, please hide behind us. Miss, let's do this.
Alright, time to murder. Certain enemies will inflict ally units with the corrosion state. Attacking enemies will restore corroded HP. The more targets hit, the more is restored. AKA, you are forcing me to use erudition. Got it.
As expected. The words black, sword, and cloak.
Ah.
They're talking about the Black Tide.
Yeah, it makes sense in hindsight.
Stay put! Get them!
Countless thus our fates become one.
Why is my Aglaia so slow? Might have to look at her build again. She should be a lot faster. Ow. Okay, so the section of HP basically turns red and functions with some sort of bleed.
Welcome, customers.
Noted. Also, I forgot to summon Garment Maze here, I'm not doing any damage. Okay, at the very least, they stay dead. When I first saw them, I was...
Thank you, friend.
Okay, we can deal with that damage. Both of those things are good to know.
Is that clear, I sense?
No, what I meant to say was, I was worried that they would just get back up again, like the... Like the what do they call it? No, the move-through enemies. The Mauer struck, that's the word. That's because those guys are always just such a pain in the ass.
Let's be friends.
Also, I should probably actually focus on playing the game and try to make these fuckers out of existence. That could do the trick.
You defeated it! Little Gray, little Kaz, you're so strong!
But these monsters, they aren't supposed to show up here, right? Monsters are ideally not supposed to show up anywhere, ma'am.
To think the Black Tide has spread this quickly to the Grove despite its remote location. I'm afraid a world where strife has fallen is far more dangerous than we ever imagined.
Oh no! Does this mean that Akuma is also in danger?
Looking at this mess, it seems the scholars at least succeeded in fending off the first wave of attacks. But at what price?
Changing perspective. At the same time in Akuma.
Lady Aglaya, after a few days of surgeries, both major and minor, we were able to save the life of that patient found on the outskirts of Akuma.
A few days? How much time has passed? Also, it's very funny that Tribbie is just here. Basically, with Tribbios, you can just have one for every perspective.
Thank you again, Hyacinth, for your hard work.
Also, I should hydrate again. My throat
The
getting worse.
scarring of his organs was especially severe, a result of the Black Tide's corruption. It's a miracle he's even survived. I can't say for sure when he'll regain consciousness.
Don't stress yourself out over this. You've already done everything in your power to save him. There's no need to hurry to the Grove either. You deserve a good rest now. Tribbie, I have some things to tell you as well. There's something strange about where that patient came from. He is not Akuman. The way the stitches on his clothes are hidden is quite unique. Such craftsmanship is undeniably from the Grove.
Oh, okay, so she already put together that the Groves are probably in trouble.
The Grove? You mean...
Now that I think about it, Castris and the rest should have arrived at the Grove by now.
Trian just got in contact. The Black Tide has invaded the Grove. We haven't detected any survivors, even with the help of the Golden Thread. What should we do, Aggie?
The Black Tide is posing an even greater risk to us now. I did not expect the Grove to be the first to be impacted, though. Can they tell where the core flame is right now?
We see it. The core flame is still there, but...
Pretty convenient to have to just have someone who's able to be literally at two places at once. We even in her case.
But what?
But they can't say for sure whether the Titan has also been corrupted by the Black Tide.
Please let them know that for now, the most pressing task is to identify the core flame and transfer it to a safe place as quickly as possible. We must also search for survivors and find out exactly what happened to the Grove. Oh, and find Anaxa. Unless something went terribly wrong, he should still be alive.
They've set off.
He is a flame chaser after all.
Please, stay safe, everyone.
I pray for their safety too.
Aggie, how do you know that Anaxa is still alive?
Because he's an upcoming character and they wouldn't kill a character who still can make millions of dollars.
I know that man all too well. If that blasphemous performer knew that he was not long for this world, he would most certainly try to seize the core flame and drag the Titan down with him.
Oh, she does not sound like she likes him at all. There was some venom in that description.
Is this a joke as well?
No, I'm being serious this time. We're facing threats from both within and without Akuma. The merciless carnage may have ceased, but Akuma's nemesis continues to sharpen their blades even now. They may have even prepared the gallows from which to hang us already.
Way to lighten the mood, Aggie.
You mean...
Even if the divine authority of strife is as yet unclaimed, the Black Tide is advancing more rapidly than I expected. I fear this tragedy is more than a mere natural disaster. Alas, it's too late. The Council will likely take this opportunity to do something... I will try to keep this under wraps for now. But you must also take care and be prepared for anything that may happen.
All right. Should I inform Hyacinth about this?
Not for now. She must be exhausted after performing surgeries non-stop for so many days. I don't want to overwhelm her with this bad news.
Yeah, that would be kind of upsetting. Like, hello, thank you for all your hard work and staying here with us the past 2 days to save this man's life. Also, your home got nuked.
We can only hope that the
Thank
Grove
Jesus.
weathers this
Poor
crisis
girl.
with as many survivors as possible.
That being said, based on the condition of this patient, Tribbie, we should prepare for the worst. It's likely he is the only one who managed to escape from the Grove against all odds.
Everything will be fine. The people at the Grove are really smart. They'll definitely be able to chase away the Black Tide.
Well, after what Aglaya said, I have my doubts. Aglaya said that Anaxa is still alive. That's true, that there's hope for everyone else too. Who is this Anaxa anyway? Where does everyone seem to have some kind of trust in him?
How should I put it? Lady Aglaya doesn't trust Anaxa at all, I'm afraid.
Ah, makes complete sense. Oh, were you in a similar situation before, friend? You could say that.
Believe me, she is far nicer to the two of you than she is to Anaxa. Despite being a Chrysosaur, Anaxa resolutely believes that Titans and prophecies are a load of nonsense.
I mean, I get believing that prophecies are a load of nonsense, but it's kind of hard to argue that Titans are a load of nonsense when you can literally see them right there.
During our regular citizens' assemblies, he always votes to oppose the Flame Chase journey.
Huh? He's still able to conduct research here? Are you saying that the Grove is an academy that was established around a Titan?
Trian knows the answer to that. Everybody says that Circes, who symbolizes reason, is the most tolerant of novel ideas. Apart from Kefali, they're the Titan who treats us the best.
Well, it looks like Circes must be really open-minded with the accepting of even this kind of novel idea.
Yes, that is how we formed an agreement with these Titans who bear no harm toward humanity. If they agree to support us on our Flame Chase journey, we will wait till the final moments of the journey to restore their core flames.
Oh, how nice. So you're basically promising, I like you, I'll kill you last. It's kind of fucked up, isn't it?
With the exception of Orynyx, that is. They didn't lend us their power willingly.
Yeah, about that. I don't think Orynyx was as reluctant to help us as you put it, but they wouldn't have deemed Miquella worthy and allowed me to journey alongside all of you.
That is true. It's also fortunate that these gods weren't corrupted by the Black Tide and did not descend into madness.
Well, did not. As for Circes, we'll have to see.
Trian believes Circes will be alright. After all, everybody says that the people of the Grove are really smart.
Being smart and not being able to be corrupted are tragically two very different things, Trian, sweetie.
So, Little Gray and Little Cass, just leave the task of finding Anaxa and everyone else to Trian. It's easy for Trian to look for people because we can fly.
Point for you, even if you didn't have to be so smug about it.
Good idea. In that case, please bring the weft along with you, Lady Trian. The golden thread will be much more effective from up above. Please promise us that you'll take care of yourself.
Okie doke. If Trian gets in trouble, we'll look for all of you. In return, if you get in trouble, remember to call for Trian, okay? We'll come right over and open the gate for you.
That's the other thing I wish to mention. Do not open the gate unless you have no other choice, Lady Trian. Your body is not in good shape at the moment.
We don't want to lose any more Tribbies than we have to.
Okay. We will keep that in mind. Trian was just trying to help.
Your enthusiasm is appreciated. We're just concerned about you.
Of course, we know that. After all, Lady Trian is a demigod, the most powerful among all of us here. Remember all those brave heroes in the tales you've heard. They would always save their strength until the very last moment. That way, they could ensure that nothing went wrong with their plans. Isn't that right?
In that case, brave Trian shall clear the way for all of you.
Off she goes. Lady Trian is so motivated. I mustn't fall behind. I'll use something to help all of my friends that only I have. Onyx power. I wonder if I'll find any memories.
So many monsters.
Maybe I'll find some useful memories here. Let me try. That's just another dead flower. That's another corpse. Ah, human corpse. Oh my god, they left his eyes open. It is staring into my soul. That is slightly unsettling. And then there's just a bug here. Hello? Self-reflecting nymph. Life's impermanent, strikes without warning. Even as a bug in this garden of reason, one must maintain daily self-examination. Who am I? Where am I? What shall I eat? And then you just hit me with a fucking emoticon. I hate these little things. Also just realized I have an optional quest. A despicable, twisted life form. It was once a living soul that could mourn pain, but now it can only turn its head at others, until its soul drifts silently out of its shell. Maybe this monster will show us some useful memories? I should have gotten my hopes up. Anything from you? No. Anything from the other one I saw down there? Yes. The black-colored monster has fallen like a toppled statue. Within its body lie golden ashes, perhaps the same substance as the golden blood that is commonly seen in Amphorius. It's no good. I didn't see anything. Aw. It's alright, Memmy. Jesus. Just more corpses littering the ground. Oh, it's locked.
I can't open it. It was probably sealed in order to ward off the black tide.
Yeah, reasonable. Flaming lands! Charter! Oh, there's no keyhole in this door.
Yes. Most of the doors in Amphorius are sealed using the power of Yanis.
That seems excessive. Hey, I got a new door installed. What did you do for the lock? God! Excuse me? Since this door is a creation of the three titans of fate, maybe the eyes of Onyx will help me find a way to open it.
Are you serious? Just a mere door, and your first instinct is to call on the gods?
Excuse me? Whomst the fuck?
Before you try unlocking the door, perhaps you should first find a way to clear the fog that clouds your vision.
You scared me. Are you the echoes of a memory?
My name is Anaxagoras, one of the 7 sages of the Grove of Epiphany, and the founder of the New Sporists. Before we go any further, rule number 1. Do not call me Anaxa.
I'm going to call you Anaxa. I guess I'll just stick to Anaxa. Now can you tell me...
Rule number 2. Never interrupt me. Silence is golden.
Oh, you would get along so well with Dr. Ratio. Have you two met? What a difficult person.
The person standing here and conversing with you right now isn't the vestiges of a memory. Rather, it is the culmination of the greatness of science and the pure, irrefutable, and undeniable exalted truth. Through the wonders of alchemy, I have shattered my soul and transmuted it into gold before burying it in this spot. I have recorded these words so that visitors may learn where their next destination lies.
So you're basically the love child of Dottore and Dr. Ratio, is that what I'm getting here? Alchemy can do that?
Nothing is impossible. Having said that, alchemy is not omnipotent.
I feel like there would be more efficient ways to leave a message than soul. How does it can respond to me? Are you really the echoes of a memory?
That's because my precise calculations account for every possibility. I also know that you have already discovered the cause of the calamity at the Grove, the Black Tide, and that you mistakenly believe that the scholars have been wiped. But that is where you're wrong. While the Black Tide was still approaching the Grove, the sages found a way to evacuate the vast majority of the scholars. They are heading toward the holy city of Akama as we speak.
Well, that's some good news at least.
Only a small fraction of the scholars stay behind with me to defend the Grove. If all goes well, Cersei's core flame will reach Akama before long. But since you have accessed this message, something unforeseen must have occurred. For now, you should continue onward to the Luminary Throne, where you may retrieve the core flame. And our mortal remains. And now, the objective is complete. That is all.
He disappeared? Finish what he wanted to say?
Miss, judging from your reaction, you must have found a useful memory.
You could say that?
Professor Anaxa? That's a lot to digest at once. I'm sorry. Please give me some time.
He said his name is Anaxagoras.
You don't have to take that too seriously. For some reason, he's especially particular about his full name.
Noose Poest and Alchemy. Wait, there's the name Noose already in that.
Professor Anaxa theorizes that all beings originate from the same source and have a similar composition, which in this case refers to the soul. He calls this theory Nusporism. It is an extremely complicated theory. You should get him to explain it himself if you're interested. Provided that he is
I was about to say it might be troublesome. Everyone seems to have been evacuated.
Yes, that seems like the only good news so far. We can just focus on retrieving the core flame then.
He could be dead.
I do not wish to consider this possibility.
Fair enough, moving on then.
Just unable to transfer the core flame, but managed to escape.
We have to go to the Luminary Throne, whatever the fuck that is. The Luminary Throne? What sort of place is that? Why would there be a throne in an academy?
It is located at the top of the giant tree, and is where Cersei's core flame is kept. According to Anaxa, the core flame should still be there. But making our way there won't be as simple as the professor made it sound.
Never is it? But on the bright side, it sounds like a place that's easy to defend and difficult to attack. If that's really the case, I think that everyone, including Anaxa, will definitely be alright.
Right. Let's see whether he left any similar directions for us along the way.
I kind of hope that it didn't, because he did say that leaving messages consumes his soul. That isn't exactly something we can easily replace. It isn't exactly a renewable resource. Titan whispers. Also, is that the fucking garment maker again? Huh? Yes, no one here. I just imagined that singing.
No, you didn't imagine it. I heard it as well. I'm afraid that someone's probably nearby. As we are unable to ascertain whether they are friend or foe, we better remain cautious.
Flames raise their glasses and a toast be held by the 12 constellations. That voice again, this time coming from... I have no clue where it's coming from. There's too much echo in this library. That's why you're supposed to keep quiet in a library. I know! Also, I wasn't even the one singing.
Found it. The voice is coming from over there.
How you figured that one out so fast? A heart? How can a heart possibly speak? It's not even lit up. I think that something supernatural must be at play here.
No. It seems to be coming from somewhere even further that way. Let's go check it out.
So, an ominous statue, why the hell not? It's garment makers just here, vibing, minding their own business, in their element, thriving. Hello? Listen to the Titan's echoes. Pistils of gold, nest here. Weaving fates of hearts destined to meet. Purest beauty in your grace, deepest passion in your heat. Long journey into lovely night. A statue resembling an old man draped in robes, seated in deep meditation. Hello. Resembling an old man draped in robes, seated deep in meditation, and capable of sitting. Stroke the statue? Sure, let's give him a head pat.
Regardless of what you do, a stone won't be able to speak.
What? Who's there? What? Hi? Your model looks spectacular. Who the fuck are you?
Such a lively little bunny. You even smell a little familiar.
Wait. What a good looking ghost! That's what I'm saying!
What a smooth talking child. I'll accept your praise.
You don't seem like something that would be playable, but you seem incredibly important, and you're a ghost. That a human avatar of Cersei?
Who are you? Keep your distance and identify yourself. Otherwise, you'll face the consequences.
The scent of Thanatos. I recognize you. Idonia's renowned goddess of death.
Since you are aware, stop provoking the authorities.
Oh!
Answer my question.
Castorus is not taking prisoners.
Baring your fangs at me. How cute. Just call me Calypso. I greet you on behalf of the 7 sages and the litophagists.
Something tells me you're not really Calypso. Also, I just had to hold back so very hard to not just burst into epic lyrics immediately. Because didn't she also call us adorable? No, she called us cute. Anyway, I understand what you're saying, but are you a specter?
Of course not. Just ask the fair lady beside you. She'll definitely know the reason why.
Be careful. Even if the head of the Lotophagus has never shown their true identity before, we shouldn't trust this person so easily. The Weft could not detect her presence just now. That would be out of the ordinary if she were truly a phantom body. But if she is someone who has passed on, I should be able to tell. Let me test her.
Do you mind if I join your private conversation?
Right, talking about this in front of her might be a little bit rude, all things considered, Castorus.
That would be rather inappropriate for someone who isn't even willing to reveal their real self. Forget it. However,
Oh, damn.
I'm going to ask you some questions. Please answer them truthfully. If you can do so without hesitation, we won't treat you as an enemy for the time being.
Asterisk does not like this at all. Good goddamn.
A pop quiz? Well, that sparks my interest. Go ahead.
What was the topic for the grand finals of the 752nd Great Debate?
Is a flying arrow in motion or at rest?
Who was your representative?
Medea. She went up against Phynon of the New Sporists.
Phynon of the Sporists? Huh, interesting. So he's probably went with an accident.
Who won? Nobody won because the 752nd Great Debate never took place. What I just mentioned happened during the previous debate. Phainon emerged victorious and obtained his 10th consecutive debate wreath.
Oh.
Also, to alleviate your worries, I shall provide you with a piece of information that's more valuable than the Great Debate.
So Phainon's a scholar, not just a warrior. Neat.
Anaxa the new sporist is still alive. I saved him, and he is now recuperating at the Luminary Throne. So, are you satisfied with my answers? This dumbfounded expression of yours is much more adorable and likable than the previous one.
Now she used the word adorable. I have told back the epic lyrics. No. The epic brain what it's consuming me again.
As the saying goes, seeing is believing. Why don't you follow me to the throne and take a look for yourself?
Sure.
I'll keep my eyes on you at all times.
Oh, that's truly an honor.
I was about to say, there are much worse things that you can keep your eyes on. With that, the discussion is over?
As long as we can get the water wheel turning, we'll be able to use it to ascend. So, the solution is to awaken this heart.
Sure. Sorry, I saw the garment maker again and was confused what the hell is that over there? It was just the garment maker again. Alrighty done. I'm still very much convinced that that is like a human avatar or something like that, or humanoid avatar at least of the Titan. I would be very surprised if that's not it.
Chamber of Purifying Tears.
You have a good memory.
Why exactly did you bring us here?
My intention should be obvious. See that shallow pond over there? Water lilies grow there. Initially, Circes watered them with their tears, while Nestia nurtured them with affectionate love. They are a token of the eternal companionship between the two gods.
Aww.
All the two of you have to do is to cross the deep well and retrieve the golden bough of vows for me.
Hell, you're making things sound too complicated. All you want is to retrieve the flower, right? Also already giving her a nickname, huh? Is this how you're going to test the nameless?
Indeed. Could it be that you actually do not know how to proceed?
Hey, no, let me have a shot at the puzzle at least first.
We can retrieve it, but I advise you not to waste your time on any schemes.
Oh my. I'm helping you to eliminate your worries and obstacles, and yet I receive nothing in return. Besides, the bow is essential for awakening the heart and drawing water out of the source. If you can't find it this time, we can just remain trapped here for the rest of eternity.
She's sassy, I like her. What's that supposed to mean? Are you planning to keep us here forever?
You're overthinking things. We're all in the same boat. Although, it would be absurd to say that I have no other motives. Since you've brought it up, I might as well take this chance to explain. I'm simply making use of this opportunity to see what you two are made of. So, is that truthful enough for you?
See what we're made of? Would you have phrased it any more directly?
Now is not the time for me to elaborate further. So, please proceed.
So yeah, she's literally just testing
As
us.
a student of Anaxa, equivalent exchange should be something that you are familiar with.
Now we're doing Full Metal Alchemist.
I cannot deny that. Miss, since our interests are aligned right now, it's better for us to do as she says. Besides, she knows about my past. Even though I'm not able to elaborate much, I can tell you that she has reasons to fear me.
Asterisk, please, you're scaring me.
If you unfortunately turn out to be her ultimate target, please don't worry. I will promptly intervene.
I'm not sure if that makes me feel safer now or even more concerned, but thank you anyway. So you're showing to have cast around. I should put my brain to use too then. The time dimension revealed by the orb shows water lilies growing there. Alrighty then. Miracle time. Flower looks so soft and fluffy. Look. Watch this. Have the character stand on the Cognos bloom to reach a higher location through its growth and cause it to go back down via the rewind ability. Cognos blooms can sometimes become corrupted even after it has been rewound. It will still return to its state before the ability was used. Sure. Okay, we have to fix the corruption here first. Wait, just... There we go. There are enemies here again. Oh, the water's drowned out in the future. That's a big cube I just noticed.
There are Ichor vessels stored here.
Speaking of Ichor vessels and Cognos bloom sprouts. Some sides of the Ichor vessels are covered with a fragile membrane layer, which will break upon impact and cause ichor to flow out. When ichor comes into contact with a flower bed, it will grow Cognos bloom. When rewinding, you can rewind both to their original states. Each side of the ichor vessel might be covered by different membranes. Destroying membranes' different sides might generate different results. Oh. There it goes. But this is how flowers are grown up. Pretty sure it usually takes a little bit longer than that. So I wonder if we can like turn it around to also activate the other flower. Ouch. That was not what I wanted. I wanted to go up the flower for now. See if there's anything of note upstairs. Doesn't seem to be the case though. Never mind, this was very important.
How smart.
Did you have to make that sound so condescending? I was actually proud of that one. Why you gotta be mean?
Let's hope that this is not a trap set by her.
It's going to be a trap, isn't it?
So this is the Golden Bough of Vows.
That's a very, very pretty flower.
I hope that the Titan will not take their anger out on us.
So what we're doing is simply provoking the Titans. Don't worry, there are several Eons that have my back.
If only they could interfere in the affairs of the Titans.
They might be, for all we know.
So lustrous and beautiful. It's even more magnificent than before.
Mem looks stunned with Calypso's shit right now. Don't suddenly appear out of nowhere and scare me like that. My tiny little heart can take it. It's already the second time.
Understood. My apologies, Pink Bunny.
It's Pink Bunny this time. I'm truly an all-encompassing species.
Is this the legendary Golden Bough of Vows?
We'll know once we test it.
How are we gonna do that?
There's a secret passageway behind the pond. It's faster if we take that path.
How do you know this place so well?
Well, I'm one of the 7 sages after all.
Yeah, definitely just one of the sages. Not like the incarnation of a god in the slightest. Which, funnily enough, makes it the second time this thing has happened if my view is correct, considering our interactions with Gnaeus. Would literally be the same thing all over again. Now, time to activate the heart.
We're here. Could you kindly pluck a petal for me and place it into the pool?
I feel like that would make the god even angrier, but sure. Here we go.
Now, can our little goddess perform that again?
Huh?
That being the oath of Nestia's priests.
How do you know we did that?
Right. Got it. O Nestia, with the weft as my vow, I beseech you, entwine my body with your golden thread and affection.
Mom!
Oh, damn. Oh, it's pulsating. Ominous. Oh, dazzling.
It's just an ancient promise between the Titan and humans. So, what do you think? It really is the Golden Bough of Vows. And I did not set any traps for you, right?
Did your leaves turn green? I could have sworn those were yellow earlier.
That is indeed true.
Ah, those ghosts seem angry now though, they're red.
You look like a sad, lost puppy.
It's Wet Cat, actually.
Even if this is indeed a scheme to get you to lower your guard, you don't have any other choice but to play along, do you? Therefore, why don't we just put everything aside and work together? We can always determine who's right and who's wrong once we overcome this.
Yes, I agree.
Great. Then let's ride the water wheel.
However, giving us half-truths is not the right attitude for cooperation. Furthermore, according to the principle of equivalent exchange, since we have passed your so-called trial, isn't it time for you to make your intentions clear to us?
Ah, I really can't bear to look at your sad expressions.
Nobody can.
Although you only cleared a simple trial, I'm willing to make an exception and treat you with sincerity.
Thank you.
I'll allow each of you to ask a question. But not the little bunny. So, ask away.
Well, that's just discrimination. Why doesn't Mem get a question? What's with this unfair treatment? Is it because I'm too smart and you're afraid the question I ask will turn Emporius upside down?
Well, in that case, miss, please go ahead.
I mean, it's probably because she can't, Mem can't ask a question. What is your true identity? Why don't you show your true appearance? What is the purpose in testing us? Why do we say that our fans intertwined are me first, but why? No, that would count as a question. What is your true identity? I still don't buy Calypso.
As I've previously mentioned, I'm one of the 7 sages of the Grove of Epiphany. If you think that this answer is insufficient, then I'll add to it. I'm the leader of the 7 sages. Well, it's your turn now, little goddess of death.
My question is, was your previous answer the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
There's no point in making this unnecessarily complicated.
That sounds like a no.
That applies to you as well. However, we do not harbor any hostility. We merely want to avoid
Also, the
any potential
heartbeat is
harm
very
to us.
ominous.
Lady Calypso, if you want us to work together more effectively, I advise you to answer my question honestly.
All right. I was completely truthful in my response just now. I have not deceived you, nor will I.
With all due respect, omitting facts can also be considered deceit.
I feel like Castros already knows.
Is that so? Regardless, I still stand by my previous response.
Then please lead the way. After all, facts speak for themselves. The truth will come to light once we arrive at the Luminary Throne.
All right, all right. I originally thought that you were just a beautiful flower planted in the mortal realm by the hand of Shadow. But now, I see you have some prickly thorns
By the
too.
hand of Shadow, yeah. So we're getting some Castros lore crumbs anyway. Not a whole lot to go off, but something.
I'll just consider that a compliment.
Indeed. I'm complimenting your charming naivete. All right, go ride the water wheel. I'll wait for you up
Wobbling
there.
heart. Yes, you don't actually have to take the water wheel. Oh, I got stuck on a corpse. Alrighty then. Oh, actually. Gurgle. Hey buddy, check out this cool thing! The water wheel is fascinating, I can spend here forever. Oh. I am sorry that I'm getting a little quiet, to be honest. I've started to space out a little bit. I've noticed that apparently I am a lot more tired than I thought I was. Oh, you little piece of absolute dong schnozzle. Nah, I'm not dealing with you now. I don't want to deal with your shit. You little bastard. You can just have it. I don't care. No, basically like, if the next section is directly the top of the... Oh, directly the top of this area, I'm still gonna...
Don't you also have a red-haired companion?
You went ahead. Seriously, exactly how much do you know about us?
Not too much. It's just that I seem to hear the sound of a bee buzzing around.
Oh, that was...
Lady, your metaphors are not worthy of praise at all.
What I've been trying to get in is, like, if we get to the top now right away and there's like the throne behind this door, I'm gonna go through whatever story beat happens there and then probably leave it at that. Otherwise I might just call it a night now already, to be honest. If there's like another puzzle or something like that ahead of us now. Phew, finally some fresh air. Oh, but the wind feels so chilly. Out of treasures? Oh, wait. Ah, I wasn't aware that we didn't have a credit calyx here yet. No, this does look very wony. Does it? It's interesting that all of these are different sigils.
An inventive approach.
Hello.
Truly unique.
Okay, now it does look like we still have quite the way up. Where's the Tribbie? We need to kill... No! The Tribbie is ahead of us. We're definitely not hurting her. No, in that case, honestly, I'm afraid I'll have to leave it here for the day. Before I straight up start dozing off on stream, I apologize for that. Oh, Tribbie, I read it as Tribbie. No, it's Tribbie. It's Tribbie. And Tribbie is a small girl, so please don't kill it fast. That would be very, very concerning. But no, looks like work has left me a little bit more exhausted than I thought it would. That and the lack of sleep, but that is a different story. Tribbie can live, Tribbles need to die, but they're so cute and fluffy. Surely I can keep one. No, I know enough Star Trek to know that is a bad idea. Not necessarily a Trekkie, but I know my basics. Alrighty then, though. Let me just look if there's anybody that we can wade into. Somebody we can wade into nicely. We can wade into Wapsi, actually. They seem to be playing Limbus Company. That is not a game I am aware of. At all. Turn-based RPG. Apparently. Right, let's just wade into them. And I am going to catch some V's. And hopefully, if all goes well, and I didn't just murder my voice by trying to stream today, we will just continue this quest tomorrow where we left off today.
Beginning.
Sound good? Sound good. Wonderful. In that case, I will leave you in Wapsi's capable goblinoid hands. I wish you all a good night, good afternoon, good day, whatever it may be for you. And I will see you around. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Whee. Signing off. Yippee.